Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And if you put our hats on top of a police car, it would look like we were pulling you over.
Hey guys, I don't like drama, but girl, has you heard about what's been going on? Oh my lords. It's crazy. I don't know if some of you guys know about Dr. Disrespect. Did you hear about what happened?
A minor.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying anything because he's going to go on he's going to be starting suing because technically he did nothing wrong because there's no criminal case against him. Here's the thing. People like to jump to conclusions because they're idiots and they don't like, well, no, they're stupid and they don't like to listen to actual legal documentation. He sued Twitch. He won millions of dollars. Twitch paid him money on a lawsuit.
Have you? He admitted to texting a minor.
No, I literally read it and I'm going to tell you what happened. He said he did text a minor, probably not knowing that they were 17 because it's the internet and you met a cool guy on the internet and you believed them to be a real adult and they weren't. He also went on to say that nothing criminal happened because there wasn't. Do you think at all these morons that are pedophile, that are saying that, do you think that Twitch, who has an army of lawyers owned by Amazon, during the discovery of court, would pay him millions of dollars if he had done anything illegal criminally with a minor, because then he would have broke the moral contract, the clause in the contract, which all contracts have. And also the parents of the girl would have already sued him and won multiple lawsuits against him. This was longer than that. This came out in 2017.
Yeah.
Is when this happened. That's how long ago. Now,
do you know how few people that were on To Catch a Predator actually got prosecuted? Very little.
They went to meet them. They had lawsuits brought. No, they all went to jail, dude. What are you talking about? They all got criminally
Google it. Like a lot of them did not actually end up.
If that's the case,
they did not get actually convicted.
If that's the case, then they went against the cops because the cops said they weren't a part of the sting. Or it's probably a technicality. The fact of the matter was, this is not like some average Joe working at a factory. This is a large celebrity individual that has lots of money, lots of sponsors. There's no way he could have avoided it this long without having to. He would have already been screwed. The thing is, I think in a moral standpoint, yeah, he's the idiot for cheating on his wife. That's what he did. And he got caught doing that. Yeah. But did he intentionally know that this bitch was underage? Fuck no. I do not think that Dr.
Well, it's not the girl's fault.
No, but I don't care about the girl. I'm talking about, do you think
you said bitch?
I say bitch about anybody, but I'm saying, do you think at all that he would have, at a celebrity level that he is, messed around with some 17-year-old girl? No, he didn't. Dude, there's girls that are like 16, 17 years old that are, I feel bad for anybody that's single, that look like they're 31 years old. Gen Z is aging like milk. I can't tell.
I think taking either side right now without knowing the proof is way out of pocket, because what if it's a 14-year-old girl, man?
It's 17. It's already been shown it was 17. There's emails that were already leaked out.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he knows, did he know she was 17 or did he not? That's the big difference.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Did he say? Where did he say he didn't know?
Here's the thing. They also, in the email that got released just recently, along with his statement, they said that during discovery, again, this is what happens in court before the lawsuit is brought. The text messages were read. No criminal charges were filed because they were found not to be illegal or explicit. That's literally the court findings. If a judge didn't find anything wrong with it, lawyers didn't find, and again, you're talking about multiple $1 million lawsuit that he brought against Twitch. They, again, have an army of lawyers. If there was any possibility of them not paying him, they would have found it, and they would have not. And then people are like, well, it's because Twitch wants to protect their ass. For what? Twitch, EDP, is that his name?
So,
the guy, the fat black dude that got busted by, he went to go meet a minor with YouTube. YouTube didn't like pay him money and say, okay, well, you didn't do it. No, he got fucked because he actually was going to go do it. I think intention in this is what we're looking at. And as far as what Doc said specifically, he said if you read the thing, absolute no idea that she was 17 and that he had no intention of doing anything fucking nasty with her. Again, I think you're stupid to go on the internet and try to hook up with somebody. You're cheating on your wife, which was dumb. and as big as a megastar that he is, that's dumb as hell. I don't know why you do that. And two, I think that he found out and then he was like, oh, fuck, I better stop this shit. That's happened to a lot of people, I'm sure. That it's been like, you go out and you're drunk or you're hanging out, you're single, girl walks up to you, she's cute, you start talking, you're flirting, you find out she's fucking 17 or 16, and you're like, oh my God. And you run away as quickly as you can. It happens all fucking time, a lot more than you think. People aren't going to talk about it, but it does. I mean, and also people aren't usually in their right mind to be like, I need to see that ID, doll. I need to see that ID. Give me that. Like, especially if you're drunk. I just think that Dr. Disrespect was stupid. And, but the ones that are like going around, now there's people calling him a molester of his daughter. You all are fucked. He is going to sue the shit out of Twitch, and he's going to sue the shit out of the employee, who, by the way, the employee that leaked this is a fucking loser. That was the one that started saying this, that I'm going to tell you what happened to Doc if you come to my rock show. He was using it as a promotional tour to get people to come to his show.
I know, dude, but like it's like people are bending over backwards. Like if he was texting a 17-year-old girl inappropriate shit, he shouldn't have been. Point blank. Yeah, like, that's wrong. No,
that's what. Like, nobody's saying that's obviously everyone's saying that's true, but saying that he was doing it, I knew that she was 17, like he was Bill Cosbying her. That's totally different. We don't know that.
He hasn't, from what I've read from his tweets, and I read on this a little bit today because I was like, that's fucking crazy. But from what I've seen him say, he never, and I could be wrong about this, but I've never seen him say that he didn't know she was underage when he was talking to her.
He said, well, what he said was there was an email. There's something about the email that said, it was like the third paragraph of the email that was specifically talking about the girl. And it was like something about, it was a business relation. I don't remember. There was something in the email, an internal email that was leaked out between Doc, Twitch, and the lawsuit regarding Twitch and Doc about the girl itself, was that it was like a business thing. It wasn't like a sex thing. What he said was it leaned into the inappropriate at times. I don't know what that means.
So of course he's going to give you the most sugar-coated version of it possible. You know what I mean?
No, first
he's
off,
not going to be like, actually, I was talking about dipping and dabbing and dodging up in that pussy. You know what I mean?
No, well,
he's not going to say that.
Dude, I'm telling you this. People that are going up and like telling him that he's molesting his daughter are bastards. And and fuck them. And by the way, I'm going to say this, and this is my final thought on it. I don't think he actually intended to fucking do anything. And I don't think he knew that she was 17. I think he got stupid. He thought with his dick, and he got ahead of himself. And then when he found out that she was underage, he fucking cut it off. And then he had to get out ahead of this. And by the way, his tweet looks like something his lawyer fucking told him to write, because his lawyer was like, there's no fucking way it's not going to come out now because that Twitch employees leaked it. Twitch is going to get sued. And so is that employee, 100%. Like, it's just going to happen. His career is probably dead. I don't see him coming back from this. Someone said, well, he should have done a Drake and just dipped out and come back later and not apologize.
That's what he's doing, basically.
Well, I know, because he said he shouldn't apologize. He shouldn't have said shit. He should have just dipped out and just came back. But I mean, I don't think he had a choice. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't really feel bad for the guy because the guy's a multi-millionaire and he got millions of dollars playing video games. Yeah, he's set for life. If him and his family worked it out, good for them. If him and his family worked it out and like that's his life now, and he didn't do anything wrong, he can stand on a moral high ground and say, I didn't do anything wrong except I didn't know she was 17 and I fucked myself on that. That's true, but I didn't intend to fucking sleep with a minor. That's fine. If I were him, I'd probably just take my money and get the fuck out. And I wouldn't take the abuse of going back on the internet, because now people are calling you not only a pedophile, they're calling you a molester of your daughter. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I agree with you on this. If the circumstance is simply that he was talking to somebody on there, what they were saying wasn't that bad, but it could have been perceived as bad, and he really didn't know that she was 17, and you know, then that's a situation where it's like, okay, well, you're not a great human being, obviously, because you're cheating on your wife and you have a little kid at home. But again, like you said, that's an unfair place, I think, to put the P word. But also on the other end of that, you could argue that, hey, you're a person with that much money, that much influence, and all this stuff like that. If you have to ask, I mean, you know what I mean? It's up to you to do your due diligence, not to fuck your career up. You got God. You know what I mean? Like, it's on you.
That's what I think too. And I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, the success that you have and how long it took him to, I mean, Doc has been on the internet since 2009. Like, he's been grinding for fucking years to get to where he is. And like, to risk it all just for some pussy in 2017, because he was going crazy that year anyway. That's when he admitted to cheating on his wife. Like, that wasn't, I'm sure he fucked around with multiple girls. And I mean, just the one that we know of that he got caught with was the one that he finally had to admit and cry on camera and work things out with his wife. But I never understood it. about like why you're going to risk everything for that. But, I will say there's one guy, and this was years ago. He was a Twitch influencer too. And he had a large audience, and he was like, a lot of people don't understand what happens when you go to these Twitch cons. Like when you're this big of a celebrity, when you've got this much of a following. He said these girls are literally throwing their ass at you. Like
who never thought we'd say this about video game players?
I know. Well, I mean, to be fair, Dr. District's not an ugly dude. Like he's a good looking guy and he's got money and he's got influence. But anyway, this guy was like saying they go there and they throw their ass at you like constantly. It's just constant ass. And he goes, it's a big temptation, and a lot of guys just give in. I mean, I think I love money. I love money more than tits. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna fall for it. Fuck that. But some guys aren't like that, and like maybe he just fell for it. But at the end of the day, I just, dude, you got like, he really fucked himself because again, he's thinking with his penis head and not his head. And logic's always going to run out over me. I couldn't even get hard with a girl like that. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. I'm not going to lose my whole life over like a girl and cheat on my wife and my life be over. Fuck that.
Hey Drake, I heard you like him young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
But instead of people like running around talking like, dude, I like listen. He's like, I think Dr. District pretty litigious or not litigious, litigious or whatever.
Litigious, I think.
Litigious or whatever. He's going to sue him. And people that are running around talking, and like, they're going to get sued. And also these magazines are being careful now with what they're saying because they only know it's a matter of time. But at the end of the day, I don't think the guy intentionally was texting a minor. I think he texted a girl and was saying stupid, maybe borderline inappropriate things that led to stupid shit that he thought was an adult. He didn't think was a minor. And then when he found out he was a minor, it got cut off. But at the end of the day, again, a company like Twitch owned by Amazon, army of lawyers, they write the contract. They're not going to pay anything to somebody that committed a crime. If he committed a crime, and by the way, that fucking blue-haired idiot ninja that fucking was his friend. By the way, I love how his buddies are like ditching him, like left and right, like fucking gone. But the guy was like,
that's what makes me wonder what we don't know, though.
Yeah, but no, they don't know. They're fucking doing it for face. Like that ninja guy's literally doing it for face. He's an idiot. He looked like
the company that kicked him out of his own company or whatever.
Yeah, but he also said in that email, he said we decided because he said these people have families and shit. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to have to drag them through it.
But then that guy came out and he said, "Let me just be point blank clear. I'm never going to work with anybody who texts as a minor."
He also
personally is what he said.
Yeah, but he also said the guy's an idiot. He goes, "Well, if you settle, that means you did something wrong." Doc's the one that brought the lawsuit against Twitch, and Twitch settled. It wasn't the other way around.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What I think happened was this whole messaging thing happened over this new feature that Twitch was using called like Twitch Whispers, which is a terrible name anyway. Whispers in the night. Yeah, they're testing this new feature, and he's texting her on there. And so what I imagine is Twitch wasn't supposed to be. Allegedly they were trying to get him out anyway because they don't like. He did some bathroom stunt or something that they didn't like, so they were trying to get out of the contract anyways. But I think if I had to guess, the reason why Twitch paid him out anyway is because they breached the contract as well by looking at his private messages. They probably breached quite a few privacy laws by reading his messages in the first fucking place.
They did. So they broke the law. They broke the clause of the contract for that specifically, but the privacy issue. But the thing about it is, even if they had done that in the court case during discovery, if it had been shown that he was involved in criminal activity with a minor, it wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have been liable for any money. He would have lost the lawsuit, and then they could have been like, well, he's a pedophile. He legitimately, and then he would have had a criminal case against him because the court would have found out you sexed it with a minor knowingly, and you sent all these pictures and you met with him. Then the court could have opened up a criminal case against him, and he's already gone on to say there's been zero criminal case against him. Which I don't know. I think again at the end of the day, I mean Doc is a fucking idiot, and he's going to suffer for it. Like, that's it. Like, his career's over. In my opinion, his career's over. Like, it's never going to be back what it was. And to be fair, though, he could lose 50% of his audience and still be making bank every stream he does. Like, that's just what it's going to be. But I don't know. I guess the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is do not trust fucking things on the internet. Like, if you meet someone on the internet, you better have their goddamn birth certificate, a vial of blood so you can test it at the doctor's, their ID, another form of mail so you could run that cross. I mean, it is like, listen, again, Gen Z, there was a video of there showing like what age they thought they were. These bitches are like 17, 18, and they look like they're 45 years old.
Yeah.
Because of Botox, the addiction to makeup and all this, and the clothing and stuff. You don't know. It's a wild house out there, guys. But anyway, I'm glad it wasn't me. That's it. And to be fair, like, dude, holy shit, coming out and doing a statement like that. I know he had to, but I really wouldn't have. I would have been like,
I don't have to worry about it because we're not going to sex young girls.
Well, no,
You know
but
what
I'm saying, no, I mean, I'm married. Well, no, we're married, but I mean, I'm saying at the end of the day, even if we're single, you were texting someone that you didn't know was fucking 17, and then you found out about it. You're like, oh shit, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. But then it's already too late. People are like, oh, look at that pedophile. You're like, I didn't know. I quit talking to her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? And the same thing goes. Like, if it was just a misunderstanding, if it was a misunderstanding where it wasn't that bad, he didn't know she was 17. It was a whoopsie. Then that's, I don't think that the P word deserves to be used there. But I also think, just like the burden of proof's on the accuser, the burden of doing your fucking homework and protecting your nuts is on the dumbass texting girls. You know what I mean? You should check that shit out first. So it goes both ways,
I wonder when he found out. It's like, if you hear that, she's only 17. Only 17.
What about Elvis? Oh,
that was a winger. Goddamn pedophile band.
No, Elvis married like a 17-year-old girls. Man. Elvis's wife was like fucking 15, I think.
Yeah, but so was
it's gross.
What was his
Shit's
name?
Gross.
Great Balls of Fire. He married. He married like his cousin at 14 or something.
Yeah, it's nasty, dude. Fucking nasty. The things we put
up. Those are guys that are like, listen, no one's ever gonna like me for me, so I gotta marry within the family.
She likes me for me, not because.
Yeah.
Oh, how the hell are you guys doing tonight? How's your night going? How's your week going? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Let's see what you guys have to say. There's a new horror movie trailer out. We're gonna watch tonight. We're otherwise just hanging, and we're reviewing a 1988 film called Watchers.
Yeah,
Watchers with Corey Haim.
By the way, speaking of not Corey Haim, but
I'm gay.
Yeah. Do you know that? Did you see the new pictures of Superman's suit? People are going fucking nuts on the internet.
I like it.
I think, yeah, I was like, what's wrong with it? I know it's a little bit baggy. Like, again, here's the thing. It's not being lit cinematically. It was taken on the set of this film, and it's like the bright daylight's coming down on top of it. It doesn't look like, the cinematic yet because it's not lit properly, but it looks fine. It looks like a Superman suit. I don't know. I think somebody was saying, well, it looks like they're bulking him up. Like he doesn't have the same physique as Henry Cavill, so they got to make it padded. They got to pad it up.
Yeah, who does though? You know what I'm saying? Let me check this out.
I don't know. Padding on it. Yeah, I can see a little bit of padding, but
like it's hard to see it here. But
it looks pretty good to me though. I mean the undies.
I like the colors, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know what some people. I think they thought it looked too like it looked like padding, and it looked too like Halloween Express or some shit. Like it would look like a guy that would buy it and wear it for a Halloween party, trying to big buff.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I think, I get what you mean with the padding. Sure, yeah, that I do get. But I like the brightness of the colors. It reminds me of the new 52. The way that one looked, at least in the action figures that they released, I thought that was kind of dope.
Well, again, you guys are looking at this, and it's broad daylight on the middle of the sidewalk without cinematic lighting. I mean, it's not going to look. I mean, do you know what Ben Affleck said, that he dressed up as Batman, and he said that for his kid's birthday party, and when you usually see Batman, it's in the movies and he looks great and it's got lighting, but when you see Batman standing on the front lawn, like in the broad day sunlight, it doesn't look that heroic.
That's true too. Shit. And now this is wild, dude. They also caught the Clark Kent, and this looks terrible. This actually looks terrible.
That motherfucker looks like he's in a Mentos commercial.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what comes. It looks like that guy that when he sits down on the bench and it's wet with paint and he has to roll on it.
Yeah. That's a straight up Halloween Express wig, man, with that little shitty cap that you can't get to stay still.
Is that not his hair?
Terrible. No, that cannot be his hair. There's no way that's his fucking.
I don't know. If you look at the picture where he's standing there in the sun, I don't know. It could be if he just doesn't like
that's his hair, and then
maybe just if he doesn't like wet it down, it like curls.
It seems like that would take hours to get it switched out.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got that. He got that Jerry curl going, dog.
That shit's got to be a wig, dude. Yeah, but that looks terrible. But then again, I think that honestly, they may be trolling people with that one. Like that could be a troll. They're like, hey, put on this stupid looking shit just to fuck with people. Like that could happen. I don't know.
They're saying that the Superman suit's divisive, and I'm like, I don't like. Okay, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. You all people hated the Henry Cavill Superman suit. I thought it looked fucking great, dude. They're like, oh, it's too dark, it's too muted. What are we here? A bunch of Nazis? Like, I was like, all right, well, now they give you.
What do you mean too dark?
Yeah, what are you talking about, racist? What you mean, you people? It's like then they give you the red undies, they give you the panties back with the yellow utility belt and the brightness of the suit, and they're like, It just looks too padded. It looks stupid. I mean, you can't win. You can't win with them. I think the S on the super suit looks good. I like that S. I like that S a lot better than the other ones. I like that S better than the Christopher Reeve S.
Yeah, I dig it too. I think it's gonna be fine. I agree with, like, wait till the trailer comes out, man. We don't know. It's not like The Crow where he's got face tattoos and a goddamn like a 6th grade soccer kid haircut with a mullet in the back. Like, it's not, let it be seen.
I was, what's funny is I was asking, I was like, why does he need a yellow belt to keep his panties on? And April was like, well, he's flying through the air, so maybe he goes really
fast.
And I was like, yeah, but even if his panties came off, he's got a blue suit underneath of it. Yeah, like, it's not like he's not wearing anything under there. I mean, he's got a blue suit.
Yeah, dude can fly fast enough to change time. You think his Fruit of the Looms aren't going to fly off?
Yeah, but I was like,
at least get stuck in his crack.
I don't know. I don't know. Why isn't it just made part of the suit?
He's like, because it looks cool, right?
I always thought that was weird. And then she was like, yeah, but he's flying so fast, maybe it falls off. I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why people were so obsessed with the red panties. Like, I don't get it. Like, I understand. Like, I really do. I'm gonna miss the Cavill super suit. I just thought it looked cool, dude. Like, I like the one unitard kind of like blue. The way Nike. It looked like a Nike fucking basketball.
Yeah, I agree too. And I don't like the chunks over the pants. Like, I never will, but it's not enough for me. It doesn't ruin my experience. I'm just like, if I was in charge, there would be no shorts over pants. No, yeah. Dumb as fuck. But like, they're like, yeah, but that's
why is he wearing goddamn shorts? Is he going to go play an and one tournament later? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, we also used to come home and beat our wives if our steak was overcooked. Things are supposed to change for a reason.
Now I've got to release a Twitter statement. In no way, shape, or form do I love hitting women, but she deserved it this time.
Jason Perez, thanks, buddy. He says, hello, brothers. Love seeing your faces on a Tuesday. Hello. If they really have a planned trilogy for Scream, it kills my hype for Stu in 7. Sadly, much love, y'all. Yeah, dude, I don't think it should, because I think sooner or later we're going to have to get a Scream that surprises people at the end. And by that, I mean a Scream that doesn't have a reveal in it. I would love for Scream 7 to end without a reveal. You got to make the end really exciting, but shock people when he actually gets away. Maybe he kills not Sydney, but he kills someone really important and escapes. And the movie's like, hey, fuck you. This isn't about happy endings and Chad getting stabbed 17 times and then living. This is a fucking horror movie. And then you have to wait until Scream 8 to find out who the killer is. Talk about box office sales for Scream 8 getting an immediate jump. Holy fuck tits. So I think it could still be Stu. They could just lay it out until the end.
I tell you, the way that they do it, and the easiest way for them to do it is they go super, super duper like game cheating meta. And they make it like all that's been a movie and the actors that played the guys are there on movie set. Kind of like Scream 3, but like a little bit, obviously a better movie. But they go like that, and then you can bring Stu back. You can bring Matthew Lillard back in. You can bring the other guy, and then they end it that way. I don't know.
I fucking fully agree with you, dude. And then if you did that, like Wes Craven did New Nightmare, right? Mm-hmm. He did that with fucking Freddy. Like, if you could New Nightmare Freddy by bringing it all to realism and breaking that fourth wall, Scream would be the easiest franchise to do that with, because you don't even have to deal with the supernatural. You just like, hey, a guy's obsessed with the Scream movies and he's killing cast members.
I think I think what they don't want to. I just think that they feel like they're going to retread Scream 3 if they do it, and that's why they won't do it.
Yeah, and you could also tie Stab into that in a weird way. Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Jason. And thank you, Lee. You motherfucker, Lee.
Hey, thank you, Lee.
You motherfucker. Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Oh, buttered sausage.
That's super sweet, dude. You're too kind to us. Thank you. It says, the boys are back better than ever. Hey, Loomis. Michael left me a note on my desk. It says, hey, Loomis, I challenge you to a golf tournament. If you win, I will go away forever. If you lose, you're stuck with me forever. So, Loomis, are you game? Or are you chicken? You're assuming Michael can write. That's the first problem.
Yeah, first time I knew it was Michael because it was written in crayon and it was spelled wrong. It wasn't spelled Golf. It was spelled Goph. Golf. And yeah, fine. I have no problem playing some golf with Michael Myers in the middle of the sun, as long as the goddamn golf club has got a weapon of some sort. Maybe it spits out poison darts when he's not looking or something like that. I don't know. Maybe Michael has a heat stroke. Hotter the better. That mask doesn't breathe, as it were. And yeah, I find it. And then hopefully a crocodile's down there somewhere and it pops up and bites his hand off like Chubbs from Happy Gilmore. By the way, I'd be happy to kill him in golf and in real life. Thank you, Lee. And again, I don't know why Michael is leaving you love letters on your desk. You might want to look into that. You have a weird secret admirer. Don't let me get the Twitch lawyers involved. Thank you.
Dude, that's when we go to film Halloween Horror Month this month. Who knows? Maybe we get an Airbnb next to a golf course, so we could do Michael and Loomis play golf together.
Well, actually,
that should be funny.
I spell Michael would spell it GOPH, or he would spell it GOFF. Golf,
like Jared Goff. Golf. Thank you so much, dude. Really. Thank you, Matt. He says, proud of you boys for quitting smoking. Any advice?
Yeah, watching your dad die of lung cancer will do it.
I was gonna say suck a lot of dick.
Yeah,
so you can pick or choose your fighter.
No, listen, I don't know, man. I just made up my mind to do it. I was like, I'm not going out like that. Fuck that. I'll go out with liver disease. But I've actually cut down on drinking too. So I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's someone asked me that at the dentist too. Like, what's your secret? I was like, I don't know. I just said I'm not going to do it anymore. I was like, that's just expensive as fuck. It's like $10 for a pack.
Hobo cum. I just like whenever I get an urge, I find a hobo and I give him $5 to let me suck his dick.
Hobo cum is like actually it's like sucking on mint.
Yeah, it gives you some carcinogens.
No, I would just say, it's not for everyone. If you're gonna do it though, and I would say cold turkey for like that worked for me. Me too. Cutting back and all that stuff didn't work, and I can't do vaping or anything like that. I wish I could. I fucking do. I still get the urge to just suck on a pole really bad, but I can't. If I vape at all, if I fucking feel the goodness of smoke going into the throat, I'll be like, I will come back to nicotine.
It's like in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. She's like, all you do is yoga all day, Aldous. And he's like, you want to get back up? Is that what you want? He's like, I'll have her bent over doing lines of coke out of her butthole. Is that what you want? Or like whatever it was. But no, actually, Katie broke and got a vape as well. So like I've quit. I haven't had a cigarette myself in today's 10 days. Actually, today's 10 days. God. But I've been hitting the vat pretty hard when we have my drinks.
Yeah. Well,
so it's not as commendable, but
I'm a little bit over 3 months. No big deal. But I will say that my dad had smoked like fucking 30 plus years. I don't know. I mean, he had started smoking when he was like 11, 12 years old. I guess. I don't know. He's probably being given the cigarettes by mom. That was just a different time back then. He's like, here, honey, when you get off fucking school.
I used to get my cigarettes from your house.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But he quit smoking and he vaped and it worked. And he had been smoking. He was a heavy smoker for like 30 or 40 years. So, I mean, it's possible anybody can do it.
Yeah. And I, the jury's still out on how bad vapes are for you, but I'm just small.
I don't know. I heard it's called popcorn lung, but I don't know.
I love popcorn, so we're good.
Yeah, yes. I'm gonna taste buttery movie goodness every time I breathe in.
You're at the doctor, and he's like, "I'm sorry to tell you, you've got the popcorn lung," and you're like, "Does it go pop, 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 pop?"
You hungry, girl?
Michael Ponce Hutton, what are your all's thoughts on the Superman set photos? Beat you.
We got you, Michael.
I think they're dope, just not digging the Clark Kent hair.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said.
We're like the same. We didn't actually know. We read her comment beforehand, and we cheated.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like
we just took it, and we're going to give you credit, but Mike ruined it.
Lee,
hey, thank you, dude. Lee, thank you, Lee.
Thanks, Lee. Went to the Florida Panthers game last night. Goddamn, dude! Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. Fuck, that must have been an experience. They came out champions. I drank too much apple juice, woke up with a massive hangover. I thought I was in the hangover movie.
Yeah, as long as you didn't wind up on a roof with a really bad suntan. I guess you survived it, though.
Oh, man. Did you see the Oilers chick there? You guys know who I'm talking about. The one that flashed everybody.
I don't watch hockey. It's a white man's sport. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not racist. I don't watch hockey. Yeah, dude. Congratulations. I did bet $40 on the Oilers. I'm sorry. If I knew that you were rooting for the Panthers, I would have bet it on the Panthers as well.
I
got what I deserved.
So it was the championship?
Yeah, it's game 7 of the champion. They were up 3-0 and they came all the way back. So I thought there's no way they're going to lose.
I always thought all the champions in Canada or Canadian in hockey, like every fucking one of them, like they always were Canadian teams. I don't know.
No, that's the Houston Oilers. No, the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. Yeah, there's U.S. teams.
Oh,
yeah, the New York Red Wings. I mean, the Detroit Red Wings and the New York Rangers. Living Vampire. I'm glad you had fun, though, man. That's the kind of event that you do get hungover for. You know, if you're going to go to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup and your team wins, even the wife knows that the Busch Lights are going to flow unlimited that night.
That's the kind of event you go to. You're like, hey, how was that game? It's like the World Series was fucking great. They won at halftime.
Living Vampire, thanks, buddy. Says Jay and Mike, what is the worst bathroom break you've ever had in a movie theater? Oh, worst bathroom break in a movie theater.
I'm pretty good about being able to control my poops and my pees when I go see it. If I'm going to a movie theater, I don't know. I've never had an issue where I had to run out and like shit really bad or anything like that. I've had issues where I went on a date before and I've had to take a dump or fart and I didn't want to leave and I held. Oh no, I know what it was. It was during Lord of the Rings or something. I held in my fart because I didn't want to. And it wasn't because I was like, oh, I don't want to fart in front of the girl. I wouldn't have done that anyway, but it was because I didn't want to miss anything that was happening because I was like involved and I didn't want to like run into the bathroom. And I literally could barely walk out of the theater because my stomach looked like a fucking hot air balloon had swelled up inside of it. And like I looked like Danny DeVito, the penguin. I was that fucking bloated with farts. And the worst thing was I drove, so I couldn't fart in the goddamn car because she was with me. And I was afraid to go to the bathroom and fart because the bathrooms are right next to each other and all that porcelain. I thought it would echo, and I would be the only one in there. And I was like, I didn't do it. So,
I do not fuck with bathroom. I'm having a hard. I can't really think of a really bad experience I had because I won't poop in one. That's one rule I have for my life. I don't have many, but one of my few rules is that I will not poop in a movie theater bathroom because everyone's in a rush. They're trying to get to the movie or back to the movie, and like they just whiz all over the toilet seats. So those toilets have seen more piss than any gas station in your life. So I won't do it. But I did.
I've seen more piss than one of R. Kelly's victims.
The black guy piece. I did have a girl give me a hand job in high school. It's funny because she had to run to the bathroom to clean her hand off afterwards, and I was like, that had to be so awkward. Like, just oh my god,
yeah.
Well, oh my god, what is this?
I will share with you guys today. Speaking of bathroom situations and breaks, I pooped my pants today.
No, you did not.
Oh yeah, dude. I straight up shit my pants. It was a bad one, dude. I want to tell you what happened. So I'm on intermittent fasting. I've been doing that. I'm actually about less than a half hour away from 20 hours today. 20 hours and 4. So I haven't eaten.
Isn't 22 much? You got to stop at 16.
No,
it's not good for you.
No, dude. This is extreme. I'm on that show like extreme weight loss. I got to do it. I've already lost like fucking 12 pounds. No shit. And it's been like a week and a half. But anyway, so ketosis or whatever, or the intermittent fasting will sometimes cause bowels to act up. Sometimes constipation, sometimes diarrhea. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. So oh god, dude. Like, well, I'm already talking about it now, so there's nothing I can do except keep going forward. I was sitting down and I was playing a video game, and April was like, "I'm gonna go try to poop." I'm like, "Okay." And so
you just ratted April out on the poop.
Yeah, well, she had been a couple of days.
That's what she gets for not listening.
Yeah, it's like it is what it is.
It's your own fault.
It's either I expose her or I slap her. It's fine, whatever. I don't care. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, so she went to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I haven't pooped since yesterday. I might want to try to squeeze one out. So I was sitting there and I was kind of trying to work the magic, trying to like bring it to the surface. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to test the waters, so I was pushing down a little bit, seeing if there was anything. And I felt the rumble right there. And I was like, oh, okay, there it is. So it's kind of like trying to get it to turtle out. Well, because I have hemorrhoids. So I was trying to get it to turtle. So it was like ready to just drop because I didn't want to, strain on the toilet. So I was waiting and I was kind of pushing it. And then all of a sudden, dude, I pushed a little bit too hard and goddamn Vietnam happened in my underwear. Viet fucking Nam, dude. I'm talking about fudge sickle.
The whole thing?
About no, dude, yes. A fucking turd came out. Like it was flat. It was like, dude, I was sitting on shit.
How you gonna shit your pants at home, dude?
Oh, dude, I shit. No, listen. It was like I was literally sitting on a turd. Like I felt like I lifted up like this because I was sitting on a turd, and I was on my recliner seat, so it soaked, it blasted. It looked like someone got shot in the head in the back of my pants. Like there was just like poop on the back of, like it was everywhere, dude. And I ran to the bathroom as quick as I could, and I jerked my fucking panties down.
Wait. I need to know, like, so it wasn't even like a wet one. It was like full, it was like a protein
turd,
loaf.
It was a turd, and it was like an explosive turd. Like it was like a bomb that had dropped, like a Tsar bomb from Russia. Like it was like that's what I said when I felt the fart come out. I lifted up off the seat like 3 inches because I felt I was sitting on a turd. I've never actually had a turd fall into my fucking pants like that. So that
motherfucker just jumped in the chute like a slip and slide.
Yeah, dude, that guy
barely opened the door. It was like, woo!
That turd was like ready to fucking like what is it called? Crowd surf. Like he was ready. He jumped off the stage ready to go. Right
Motherfucker looked like Batman and Batman Forever when he jumps in the pipe.
Well, dude, I ran into the bathroom and I pulled my panties down and I looked and I was like, oh my God. And again, it looked like a crime scene. It looked like someone had got shot in the back and it was like explosive. It was like like that blood pattern that you see when someone gets shot in the head in the movies where it's all over the wall. It was all my dude, it was everywhere, like everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, I didn't know what to do, dude. It was like code blue. I was like calling in every reinforcement I had because she was still pooping. Thank God. She doesn't know about this. And she's sleeping. She didn't watch our show anymore.
Oh, so you never told her?
No, fuck no, dude. It was embarrassing as fuck. I don't care to share it with all you people, but I'm not telling her.
What'd you do with your pants?
I threw them away. So what's what happened? I had the dumpster. I raided the dumpster, dude. Okay, so what happened was I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I was like fucking scared. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I can't just throw these in the laundry. She's gonna see shit everywhere. Like this fucker was like soaked. So what I did was I wrapped them up and I took off my panties and I wrapped those up and I took like I was wiping my ass and I was getting myself clean and shit like that. And I grabbed a towel because then I heard because the door opened up and she was out in the hallway. She's like, baby. I'm like, shh. I was like, no, I'm pooping.
You break into Lewis like, go back in your hovel.
I was like, I don't want to talk to you. And I was like, no, I'll be out. And I was like, I was like, Buster needs you. Like he's not feeling good. Go in the room. So what happened was I got her to go back, in the room, and I took the towel, I wrapped it around me, and I looked like fucking Socrates, and I ran outside. And again, I had nothing on. To the dumpster, dude. I couldn't get to the fucking closet because she was standing nearby. So I was literally, I took a towel and I wrapped it. I had like a fucking toga on, and I ran outside with my fucking shit diapers and I threw them in the dumpster. I felt like Joe Biden going through chocolate like ice cream withdrawals. And I was like, and I ran back in really quick. And then I went down to the laundry room and I found some I found some jeans from yesterday and I put those on with no underwear. And then I had to jump in the shower.
This is the kind of shit you usually get in a Patreon stream, guys. You're getting this shit for free.
Yeah, but dude, that was like I literally have never had I've shit my pants before, but I've never had a fucking like fudge sickle come out. Like I've never had that, dude. It was literally shit.
Were they nice pants? They weren't your favorite pants, were they?
I liked them. And now they're gone.
Dude, I'd take them. I just take it about.
I couldn't do. There was no way.
I'd just be like, honey, I shit my pants, and I'd take a hose outside. Just
I should have done that. I actually now that I'm thinking of, when I get nice and toasted tonight, I'll have apple juice. Maybe I'll go out to the dumpster to retrieve it.
Your poor garbage man's like, God damn.
Well, dude, it's not. Dude, I once I've quit a job and I shit in the pants before I quit, and I gave them back to him without washing.
You shit your pants a lot. Dude.
No, that was years ago. But I've shit my pants probably a total of 10 times in my 40 years. But that's pretty good, dude. Like 10 times. I mean, let's just be fair. 10 times is not like that big of a deal.
You shit yourself more times than there are Scream movies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, 10 times in 40 years is not that bad, though.
Well,
that day, that guy was a dickhead. I worked for a security company, and I was in those pants, and like he was like being an asshole because I farted and little poop came out, and I gave it back to him. I wasn't gonna go back anyway.
Dude, I shit my pants once in 6th grade, and that was a whole war story. I've told it many times here, but I've only had those little like sharts. I've sharted a few times, but I haven't full on shit myself since 6th grade.
That was full on turd, dude. I think it's from the goddamn intermittent fasting. It had to come out.
Yeah, it's just that's why I'm so shocked is because like normally if you shit your pants, it's the watery ones, and they're just like
no. Well, there was water. There was water, but it was like in the center of it. It was like popped out. It just popped out with it. It was like a bunch of people came over that you invited, and that one prick that you didn't want to come came. You're like, God damn it!
Hey, y'all won't get this shit on the John Campia show. All right. They don't do it like we do.
I had to go in there, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, I spilled soda all over my recliner. There's poopy juice on the fucking recliner that I had to like squirt to get out.
There was not.
Yeah, it was, dude. I told you it went through my fucking pants.
Oh,
because I told you it was juicy fruit as well as a turd in there. Anyway,
how did it leak through the pants?
Because I was sitting down like this on the chair.
How long did you wait before you got up?
I jumped up immediately.
Did you sit in shock for like 12 minutes?
Well, it's like kind of, but it was like a half a second. I was like, "Is that a turd?" I was like, "Oh my God, it is." But that's what it was. I thought it might have been just a wet, but dude, this was explosive.
This is my right. That does technically count as a shark because you were just trying.
Well, yeah. Well, this was like a full-on poop my pants. Like this was like a Remington shotgun from the butthole. Because that thing, I'm never doing that again, dude. Ever, ever, ever. Especially being on intermittent fasting. Never trusting a fart ever. I thank God I was. Yeah, you're right. Thank God I was home. Because if I'd been driving, I would have wrecked. Because I would have just driven off the fucking road, dude. The cop was like, "What, are you drunk?" I was like, "No, I literally shit my pants."
Look, smell it.
I was just like, "Oh, he wrecked. He shit his pants. He was in shock." I was like, "Yeah, that's it. That's what happened. I was in shock. I lost control of the car."
I'm so glad you shared that story. That was fucking. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. I almost shit my pants a couple weeks ago. It was after a Patreon stream actually, and I was at Kroger the next morning, and I was at Kroger, dude, and I was like, because the Kroger's super close to my house, so I was like, I'm not gonna shit in their shit because I know they have a very tiny, uncomfortable bathroom, and I was like, I will not because it's so close to my house. So I was like trying to hurry, but then it locked me up, and I started to get the cramps. And the cramps were bad enough. Yeah, but dude, like 20 minutes later, I got through the cramps and I was like, "See, you're fine. Just quit being a pussy. Like, just fucking, you can finish your shopping."
You got lucky because you said they remodeled the bathroom.
Yeah, it ended up okay, but I was all the way on the other side of the store, away from it. And when I started walking back, dude, I've never experienced this before. It actually locked me up. Like the cramps got so bad in my legs and in my butthole that like I couldn't move my legs. So I was walking with the cart and I just stopped and went. Like I couldn't fucking move my body because I was gonna drop shit. I got through it though, but it was painful.
Dude, that's what. Yeah, don't ever. Yeah, at least you had that fucking spidey sense going off with your butthole. I wish I'd had that. Like, I wish something had told me don't push any further. Don't. No, because that's like
dude,
that's
to
like
shit your pants in your own house is a special level.
Some asshole, they's like, don't redline the engine. Don't redline it, and I redlined it.
Six G's.
That's what happens.
I can go 8.
The goddamn engine wasn't built for that. Days of Thunder.
That's the fucking. We should just stop the stream right now. It's not going to get any better than that, you guys. It's all downhill from here. Oh man, that was fucking great.
I also got stuck. It's because I was supposed to get a haircut today, and like, it's just been a bad fucking day. I could shit my pants. I couldn't get a haircut because he was closed. And I was ready to go. Like, my hair was down. It was all like nice and showered and soft for him. I went the extra mile. That's true. They say that if you go to the barber shop, to make sure that you wash your hair so that they can like see how the hair falls, so they can give you a better haircut. And like, again, no product was in my hair, freshly washed, soft, easy to malleable, and I was like ready to go, and then he's like, "We're closed," and I was like, "Fuck you!" I
washed my hair for this.
I did, and for the first time in a long time. I was telling April when we got home, I was like, you know what? I felt like Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. I was like, just shave my head again. I was like, it was so hot outside. I went home, couldn't cool down. So I was too. I was like, nah, fuck it. I'll just try again tomorrow. But
I need a haircut too. We can go together if you want to.
Well, she was like, do you want to go somewhere else? I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking Great Clips.
You remember my story. Yeah, don't go to Great Clips.
No, guys.
I know. Stay away.
The one here in town's got like out of like 400 reviews. It's almost got 5 stars. Apparently, everybody's like really good there.
Yeah, but the people that, well, I'm not going to say anything about the fine folks who get their haircut at Great Clips, but you never know who's doing those reviews. Like, yeah, I got me a good molly, and I like it. It feels nice.
Oh, honey, I raised her since she's a little kid. I'm gonna give her a fucking 5-star review.
Yeah. Speaking of people who have mullets, Rootin' Tootin' Texas Tootin' says, almost sent a letter to my ex-wife today, and then I remember she made my pickle turn inside out. What the fuck?
God damn, son. She must be possessed by the sex demons. Turn your pickle inside out when you fucked her. I thought, and I'll be honest with you, Rootin' Tootin', when I read your message there, I thought you said that you remembered she had a pickle, and I was like, oh, you married that, did you? Oh,
I don't know.
I forgot she had a ding-a-ling. When I married her, I didn't think she had one. Then I found out later on she got a ding-a-ling, and then we divorced.
I played with a little first though, just to make sure I wasn't gay. I don't. Maybe there's a circumcision joke in there somewhere. I don't understand. Have some more.
You know what he wanted to say? He wanted to say, "Face down, ass up." That's the way we like to fuck. By the way, that was a band that song came out in the late 80s.
No, it didn't.
It did. Early 90s or late 80s, early 90s.
No, dude, it's ludicrous.
No, it's not. It's not ludicrous. That's not ludicrous.
Oh, did he sample that? I didn't realize.
Yeah, I think he sampled it, but the actual band were known as like controversial back in. And I was like, they made shit like that back in the late 80s. I was like, holy fuck.
I had no fucking.
They're also the ones that did pop that pussy, pop that pussy. Baby.
Is it 2 Live Crew?
2 Live Crew. That's it.
Okay, that makes sense then. I thought even it was like a rock band, like Dawkins was like Dream Warriors. That's the way you like.
2 Live Crew. I was like. I was like that, face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck. And I was like, I can't believe those heathens was making those kinds of music in the good glory God days, those God-fearing days of the late 80s.
A lot of cocaine going around back then too, you know. Nighttime says, yo, Mike and Jay, when is the last time y'all played a nice little game of football or basketball outside?
I don't know. It was the last time we did cocaine. I don't know. We haven't played fucking years. We used to play all around. We used to play two-hand touch football back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
I tore my ACL because we tried to play tackle with a bunch of high school kids, and one of them was like a 250-pound Samoan kid who just laid on my knee.
Yeah, he was like Jason Momoa before weight loss.
Yeah, it was gnarly, dude.
Yeah,
that shit popped too, and I was like, "It's fucking broken! Call an ambulance!" That hurt a lot though. That was painful. No, I played basketball outside last fall, but I haven't played football outside in ages, man. That would be fun.
Yeah,
we should start a Wham two-hand touch football league.
I don't remember the last time. I think the last time I shot a basketball, like it went over the backboard, and I'm like, I don't want to play anymore.
I played basketball yesterday. I go to the Y. That's basically the Y here, and I play indoors. But outside, it's probably been since last fall. But that's ironic that you mentioned that because the storms knocked over my basketball goal outside and broke the fuck.
God said you're not supposed to be a basketball player. Stop focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Dad, what do you think you're going to be, JJ Redick, coaching the Lakers?
8th grade?
By the way, did you guys hear? JJ Redick is coaching the Lakers. That's fun.
Yeah.
He's a 5-year-old child. He's only a child. How are you going to be like JJ Redick? And he's like 44 or something, and you're going to be coaching like LeBron James, and you're not like they're not going to listen to you.
Well, that's what LeBron wants. He wants somebody he can control because he's a little bitch.
Well, here's the thing. How does JJ Redick's got zero coaching experience, zero, and they give him the fucking reins to the Lakers?
Yeah. I don't like LeBron.
God damn,
I like Redick though. Like I like
the best little dick suckers out there. I swear to God.
That's how I got my job. D Mitch gifted one.
Hey,
we watched the movie
right.
membership.
Thank you, D Mitch. Hey, thank D Mitch.
That's one more reason why doing the YouTube memberships as well as the Patreon works out. Because, and by the way, for you YouTube members that have joined that, I uploaded yesterday all of the commentaries. So there's over 100 commentaries available to you right now for YouTube members in there. And I'm in the process of but taking everything on the Patreon and also putting it on the membership thing. So that's cool. And you can also buy somebody else a membership if you want to.
It's like how it works on Twitch memberships. They can gift and stuff like that. And they also have little emojis and cutesies.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Hey, thank you, D Mitch. Thank D Mitch.
Yeah. Suck his wiener. Adrian Ybarra says, do y'all ever go back and rewatch previous streams? No. I do have to say the last week, Mike, you did a pretty funny Trump impersonation. Make Wham great again. Thank you. I'm going to be debating that old turd on June 27th. And I'm a convicted felon. But felon is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a great thing.
I got away with it.
Jay shit his pants today. That was a terrible one. I lost it.
Rewatching previous streams. Fuck no. I can't believe you all watch it.
I'm too ashamed.
No, I don't even like going back and watching videos that we do. I was like, I know that I remember like, oh yeah, we did a video together yesterday. I'm like, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, like a lot of channels are really good about like going back and finding the best moments in their live streams and like creating content. And I'm like, I live through those streams. I'm not going to go back and rewatch them and cut stuff out. We need to hire an editor.
Well, not just that. It's the fact that I think the commentaries like, oh, you listen. I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, we hate ourselves too much to do that. Robin Barker, thank you. Thank you very much. Says, hey guys, really needed this stream today. I haven't been in a good headspace lately, so it's good to have a few hours to take my mind off things. Thank you, Wim.
Hey, and happy to help you out, Robin. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Come inside, y'all.
Yes. And you know that happens. Sometimes you just wake up and you're just not fucking feeling the day, man. Or stuff shitty happens in your life, and that's the only key, dude. You just can't like sit around and sulk in your own poo pee pee.
I've done that literally.
Today.
I literally sulked my own shit.
Yeah, you got to find stuff that makes you happy, and I don't know why it's us, but we appreciate it, man. And I hope you feel better soon. It always works that way. The pendulum swings, Robin. Buddy. Yeah, good things coming your way. You're fucking due, pal. Adrian Ybarra said, with that said, what does Trump think is worse, Loomis' failure in stopping Michael or Biden's failure running this country? Loomis, feel free to reply. Nothing is worse than sleepy Joe Biden. But I will say it's an egregious. No, Trump doesn't know how to say egregious. Let me rephrase that a little bit.
He knows how to say egregious. Dr.
Loomis is about as much as a doctor as Dr. Fauci. Okay? Why am I going to? Okay.
I don't know.
I fucking Beetlejuice. That's not a Hone fucking impersonation.
First off, let me tell you something, you fat orange Cheeto. The only goddamn failure is the fact that your ass is not in jail. Second, I haven't failed at a goddamn thing. I have had no resources to take Michael down. Unlike Biden, who's had multiple goddamn people to help him. What's he done? He has taken a shit in the country's goddamn... No. He's taken a shit.
Fake news.
On the country, and he's forgot to flush. The only thing that Joe Biden's good at is eating ice cream and sniffing hair. Shut up. Dude, I would love. I'm not lying with you. I've got a whole day set up for that debate. I've got popcorn set aside.
I'm not even watching that shit.
It's gonna be the best fucking entertainment of the fucking year.
Yeah, dude, you might as well just like go find two really old hobos and make them fight over your piss.
Fuck yeah, dude. Back in the day, they used to give them money and they say, "All right, beat the shit out of each other."
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking awful, dude. Awful. Benjamin Not Tramming says, "Oh no, you YouTube member Benjamin Not Tramming.
You like to see it, Benjamin Not Tramming.
And I think he's a Patreon, so that's what we call it too.
Damn, dude. All right,
Ben.
double dip in that sauce.
Hey,
we like that.
I like to double dip your sauce. You know what I'm saying? And Matt Haynes. Speaking
of
double dip.
Right. I wish we had like a graffiti thing that went off like boom boom or Shooter McGavin every time. Yeah.
Fucking pyro.
Yeah, but it'd be like Shooter McGavin's face too. Goes yeah.
We'll just
like,
do it old
school. What's wrong
school
with you people? Go back to your shanties.
We'll do it old school like we do everything else. I'll just keep a can of hairspray over here, and every time we're gonna do member, I'll just go.
Yeah.
Just fucking light a thing.
What you do.
I like it.
God, yeah.
I like it. Jace Talks Media. Dude, I like your little icon picture. That's more professional than anything we've ever done as a channel. I think it looks cool. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. What is y'all's personal scariest movie you've ever seen?
Exorcist.
Without a doubt. The correct answer, John.
That movie scared the shit out of me, dude. Oh my god. And it's still, and the thing is, it continuously has like always scared me when I go back and watch it. It's just the atmosphere of it, and it's the way it's shot. Obviously, it's shot incredible. The actors are incredible, but it's like the way, the filter of it. I don't know. There's something about that movie in the way that it was filmed that's fucking. It puts you like on edge. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a combination of just knowing how to tell the story through music, acting, and atmosphere. But that movie, you can watch that movie a million times and still be fucking scared of it. I know every part that's coming, and it's still fucking. I'm like, I should have seen it. like with that part where she's like, wait, and then the candle goes. She's like, like I knew it was coming too. Or like when the fucking stupid face goes.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
Oh. And that part where she's like on the bench, she's going, dude, I swear to God, dude, that did it. I would have literally shit my pants like I did today, and I would have not cleaned it up. I would have just laid there, or I would have sat there and let it roll off my fucking pant leg.
Dude, I saw The Exorcist on the big screen at the Kentucky Theater, which if you guys don't know, the Kentucky Theater is this old like Victorian style theater where everything's old as shit, and they have like a giant like rug, not a rug, but like drapes and shit, like you know, but it's all fancy looking and shit. And watching a movie there can be way scarier. And I forgot about that face that pops up, the one that's like that one, and it fucked me up, dude. Like I dribbled some popcorn down my shirt when it came. I was like, what?
Dude,
fuck?
I was not ready for it. That looked like that thing, and that's what it looked like in the dark.
Does it rhyme with Pitney Papoy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dated her
too. Yeah. I was like,
but hey, Jason, we did do a live stream that was our 10 scariest movies of all time. If you want to find that, if you want the whole fucking list, but I think number one for both of us was and always will be Exorcist. Katie Softbottom, I love your fucking face.
Hey, thank you, Katie.
Oh, I didn't even know she was going to say that. She said, "Love your dumb faces." Black heart. You don't have a black heart, you have a red heart, and that means butterflies.
It means that you have a good circulatory system.
Did you hear Jay shit his pants today?
Yeah, I did. I told everybody. I don't care.
That's gonna be me at Subway tomorrow. Did you hear Jay shit his pants? Love you, Katie.
Yeah, did he run it through the garden? I did. I ran it through
my pants. You ran it through the butt garden.
Yep, the butt garden. That's what they say.
Don Ron Gemini. Don Ron Johnson says, Mike, what was your first tattoo and the story behind it? And Jay, same question for you if you have tattoos.
I have, but you'll never know where it is. I don't have any. I'm pure as the driven snow. I'm ready to be entered into the heaven. I don't have any tattoos. I refuse. Dude,
You're never going to get one either, are you?
Fuck, dude, I had to get my blood drawn last week, and I nearly fucking passed out.
It's way easier than that.
No, when she was drawing it, she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Don't ask me questions." Like, because she was like, because I was like, I don't like needles. She's like, "Oh, some people don't," but she's like, "You got a great vein," and she's like, "Oh, here it comes." I was like, "Don't talk." and then and when I walked out, I was like,
You like the thing in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, yeah, like Donatello. Oh, because April was like, I was like, that answered my question right there. I could never get a tattoo because I can't fucking do it. I was like,
But it's not, the thing about the shots is that they penetrate so much. But the tattoos are just like scratches. They don't penetrate.
If it's penetration, deeper the better is what I say. I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
All right. My first tattoo. Oh, hang on. I'll show it to you. I'll take my shirt off real quick. Ew. Put your shirt back on. Okay, so my first tattoo was this fucking, it's terrible. It's all stretchy now, but it says my youth is a tattoo I won't cover up. And I know that seems corny. I know that probably seems corny. But the story was I was living with a girl at the time. I was 18 maybe. No, I think I was still 17. I don't know, because it was a thing, like it was kind of an illegal tattoo. So I think that was the thing. But she knew a guy who did tattoos. He did good tattoos. It wasn't some shady like prison situation. But I was trying to be in a band at that moment. I ended up in a band. It didn't always stay that way. It's just kind of embarrassing to say that I was trying to be in a band. Anyways, I used to write songs before I was even in a band. And the line of the song I was writing was, I know that you want me to just grow up, but my youth is a tattoo I won't cover up. So as I was writing that, she comes home from work and is like, "Oh, you want to go get a tattoo?" And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "I got this tattoo." But then the guy was like, "All right, I'm going to give you a discount on it, but I want free reign." So instead of getting like a normal person get like a small fucking tattoo as their first tattoo, I got a fucking pirate banner all over my goddamn arm. But I like it though. I do love it. And he got a bunch of compliments on it, mostly from bikers. And took us to the Nashville tattoo convention because he entered it in like a thing. So that was cool. But yeah, that's the story there.
Doing it well. Doing it well.
Sucking dick until my dad comes home and catches me with my brother. Oh, what is going on in my house? Gonna fuck my dad right in his mouth. Oh.
I'd like to see that.
That's called Family Matters. Oh, that's already
money. We got like Bubba Love Sponge and Hulk Hogan. Did you hear about that?
No.
$115 million given to him.
This is new?
Yeah, it just happened.
Oh.
He sued Gawker, the magazine, for that. You know, like remember when he fucked Bubba, the guy's wife?
Yeah.
He sued and he won $115 fucking million on the settlement. And they were interviewing his ex-wife. She fucking pissed, dude, that she's not getting any of that. Like that's 100%. She's like, I just think it's blood money. It's like, whatever, bitch. You'd love to get your fucking fingers in that. Like, you've been leeching off Hulk for years. And then she's like, I just think it's dirty and blood money. And because the reporter was like, well, you know, that happened while he was married to you. Do you think that you're entitled to some of that money? I was like, fuck no, dude. I don't know what he gave her in the settlement, but good for Hawk, dude. His old fucking muscly man titties getting $115 million windfall.
Yeah, that was a crazy case because I remember, dude, he was in court and he said, Terry has a 10-inch penis. He said Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis, but Terry does not have a 10-inch penis.
I didn't listen to the audio, but they were showing like audio. He goes, I don't even know in the audio. He goes like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I should be home with my wife, brother. I should be home with my wife, brother. And I mean, you know what's funny is like I guess Bubba Love Sponge and him. I know they were friends, but I guess Bubba Love Sponge wanted him to fuck his wife, and then he just wanted to watch. But Bubba Love Sponge filmed it and then released it, and that's the problem. And I think that's what happened. And it was like Hulk was like in agreement with his buddy to go fuck his wife, but he didn't know he was going to film the shit.
Yeah, no, that was wild, dude. That whole story was fucking crazy.
Well, you know what? The only reason I even heard about it is because they've been asking where Hulk Hogan is. He's been missing because he's supposed to be promoting his new. I'm going to try that beer, the Real American. Did you see that? It's called Real American.
I saw it until I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna try Hulk Hogan's fucking beer. But then I saw him talk about it, and he was like, "We need to bring churches back in the schools, brother." And I'm like, all right, fuck.
He's also saying that, but,
like,
but it's not like it's blessed by Jesus. It's just a beer. He's just saying that for marketing. But
yeah,
I'm saying at the end of the day,
News, I'm like, I didn't know this is.
I don't really want. It's probably gonna taste like shit. I just want to get the can to keep as a collectible.
That is cool. Yeah, that I get that. A Real American, like
it looks like one of those Baroque root beers.
I wonder if Stone Cold's pissed off that he's like stepping on his nuts with that one because Stone Cold has the broken.
Well, no, it's smart though. I mean, like with the branding power of Hulk Hogan behind it, called Real American, and they can play that music. Oh my god, yeah, it's gonna sell.
That's true. That's true. Jacob, I don't know how long it's been on the screen. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, my good man. It says, Mike, first off, thoughts on the set list. Talking about Blink-182, they're on tour again. I'm seeing them a little more than a month. Bum, there isn't one more time songs on the set. Second, thoughts on Can't Go Back. Song's only 4 weeks old. I like it enough. Can't wait 2 weeks away for you. That's fucking awesome, dude. I'm pumped for you. I agree, dude. I cannot believe Turpentine's not on the set list. I'm fucking bummed about that. But I do love that they're mixing in the plus 44 and the boxcar racer a little bit. And I like Eminem's being on there. That feels old school. So I like what they did with the set list, but I agree with you, dude. Blink Wave, fucking absolutely Turpentine should have been on there. I would have loved Cut Me Off, but I never had any thoughts of grandeur about that. I knew that was going to happen, but I like that they're switching up the set list now, so I'm super pumped about that. Sorry everyone who's not fucking Blink nerds. I know that was probably hard to sit through, but as far as Can't Go Back,
you're right, you must be psychic.
I'm sorry. All right, but no shit, dude. That song, I came home and I'd had a couple briskets and I sat down and I turned that on and fucking bawled my eyes out. I know that's embarrassing to admit, but the lyrics in that song hit on a very, very personal situation for me, and I can't even listen to it without fucking crying. So obviously, I love it. And
the same thing that happened to me when I listened to Rod Stewart "Forever Young" for the first
time. I can't listen to Chumbawamba anymore without. Yeah, dude, I couldn't fucking. But it's a great song. You're right, Chris Fault. Hope all's well. I hope all's well with you.
Hey,
you fucking mustache
you,
piece of shit. You fucking look how red my fucking face is. I'll come over there and eat your butt.
He's not kidding. I've seen him eat another man's ass.
Oh shit, cakes, McGrits. Hey, I gotta get a couple drinks. I'll be back in just a second. We're at Michael Pardon at 828, and he said, "If you guys invite me to the Airbnb, we can have a part in prison." I'm not parting anything with you.
I'll split your crack open
like the Red Sea.
Okay, so it'll be on next one. Okay, so you answered. Okay, so Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Says Dr. Loomis, tell Michael to go clean his underwear. I can't say it to Michael since I gotta clean my own. So I've gotta fuck you until I get myself over the psychological damage that's occurred with me pooping my pants. Oh, what am I saying? It happened to Jay, not me. Crazy. Go clean your underwear, Michael. It stinks. You're killing the dogs, and that's your dinner. Thank you, Kyle. Michael the Beast, thank you so much, says, hey guys, was wondering if you guys had any recommendations on aquatic nautical horror novels. I just picked up Wellfall and I'm stoked to read it. That's a good question. Aquatic nautical horror novel. I like the way that sounds too. Aquatic nautical. It sounds hot the way it's said. What's it? I couldn't tell you any novels personally that take place in a water setting. I know that this is going to sound cheap. There's a novelization of BioShock that I started reading a few months ago that was decent, and that takes place underwater. That's a horror novel, but I can't think of anything right off the bat that I could recommend to you though. Sorry, dude. I wish I could. I wish I was smarter in books and stuff, but I'm not. I'm dummy. But if I think of one, Michael, I'll let you know. That happens too. Randomly, my stupid brain will be like, "Hey, I thought of something." While we're talking about something totally different. But I'll have to get back to you on that, Michael. I'll ask Mike if he knows anything. But Michelle, thank you, Michael. JT Customs Besides Superman's suit looking pretty good, the Mr. Terrific suit they showed on set looks sick. The show lanterns have been greenlit. No pun intended. Yeah, I think I saw something about Mr. Terrific as well. Listen, I personally, and Mike and I was in agreement on that. I thought it looked fine. I thought his suit looked cool. I like the S on the suit. I think it looks slick. It's reminiscent of the original S from the or the shield, I should say, that Superman had when he first appeared in Action comic books. I think I like it. The padding on the suit, yeah, I understand some people being a little bad about that, but here's also the thing. It looks so like goofy in some instance because it was shot in broad daylight, again, with like a regular cell phone camera. It's not got the movie magic type of camera lens on it yet. It doesn't have the lighting on it yet. It's going to look great, I think, when the movie comes out. And again, James Gunn's an amazing director. He really is. So I don't really have any kind of like trepidation about him direct. I think he's going to do a good job with Superman. Now, the thing is, I do understand there is kind of like this butt hate going on for James Gunn and crew because of what happened to Cavill. And I agree. I've got some butt hurtness about it, but at the same time, yeah, dig in that crack, let it out. But at the end of the day, you got to give James Gunn credit for the movies that he's done, and he's done a great job with films, and you got to give him a chance. I mean, you know what I mean? Like Henry Cavill was shit on too when he got the role of Superman, and no one was going to give him a chance, or Zack Snyder. You know what I mean? So you got to give Gunn a chance and let him work his magic. Now, again, I think that Zack Snyder, for whatever reason, people fucking hate that guy. I don't know what the deal is with Zack Snyder. People, I don't know if it was. I like Dawn of the Dead 2004, the remake, but it feels like it was back then that people fucking started hating on Zack Snyder. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know what it is. It's like it's the strangest thing that people don't like him.
Part of it is also it is the groundswell of internet anger is part of the Snyder Cut movement. Like, and this is where I've always been in and out of that because, like, I agree. I think they did some awesome stuff with that moment, and there's some really cool people in that. But there's also another side of that beneath it that is bad. And like them, like it's a lot of the Snyder Cut people that got a taste of that victory that they got with that, and some of it have taken it too far, and now they're just trying to change more and more and more. So they're trying to like boycott all that shit, and basically anything that these people do outside of Zack Snyder forever, they're going to try to start a mass hate campaign against, and that's just not cool.
I think James Gunn didn't have first off, James Gunn's not going to like keep around the cinematic universe that Zack Snyder was building. Like it's his time at the helm.
Over.
Well, yeah, it's his time at the helm. He wants to tell his own story, just like a Halloween movie, right? They're going to go their own. A new director's going to come in with a new vision. Dave McElroy that we've interviewed before, that's what he said. He said about Halloween, about Halloween 4. He's like, every director has their own vision for like the mask and what the Michael Myers is going to be like. So that's just how it is. So it's not James Gunn's fault that Cavill wasn't coming back and he was going to get rid of the Momoas and all that stuff. It was just like I'm going to press the reset button. And to be fair, I would do the same thing. Because I wouldn't want to come in and try to be like, I'm going to walk around Zack Snyder's world and try to figure shit out like Joss Whedon did. And that we saw how well that worked out. Yeah. But anyway, at the end of the day,
Snyder doesn't want him to do that anyway.
Yeah. Well, so at the end of the day, people were pissed off that Cavill got fired, but that's not on James Gunn. That was Warner Brothers that fucked him over. And also, and to be fair, it was also maybe a little bit Dwayne Johnson's fault because The Rock also came in and tried to throw his big dick around and be like, we're going to run things my way. And then they were like, nope. We're not.
The hierarchy of the
I
DC
can smell what The Rock is cooking. Bullshit.
Diapers.
So Michael the Beast also earlier asked. I couldn't think of anything, but he asked us if we had any recommendations for an aquatic under the water novel horror
sex move.
I said the aquatic sounds fucking hot. Nautical, aquatic nautical type of horror book, a novel, and I was like, I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, dude, I don't read very much. So
I don't give books.
I did buy Devil in a White City today. That's like a famous book I've always wanted to read. They had it for $2 at Hot Bros Boots. Yeah. And I bought the Anchorman's book. It's like Ron Burgundy wrote a book like as Ron Burgundy. So that's going to be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I think he's going to do an Anchorman 3. I saw him on Jimmy Fallon as Ron Burgundy. And the only time that Will Ferrell ever does that is when he's getting ready to promote. I think he's going to announce Anchorman 3 at some point.
That's what we need, that shit, dude. Hey, have you seen the Hawk Tua girl? I just saw a Guardian mention. Have you seen this?
Hawk Tua? Go put some Hawk Tua on that. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's the fucking, who cares? She sounded like she was drunk.
She's hot.
Yeah, she was drunk and stupid.
Not even because
But
like,
why?
she was
But I'm saying,
hot,
why
but-
was it a big deal? Why was even talking about it?
well, I don't think it was upset about it. I think everyone was just really horny about it. So the whole world was like, "We're so fucking horny."
Yeah, well, dude,
And then-
I'm not gonna lie, she did have that twang in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, we went to school with a couple girls like that. You gotta put some hot two on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But it wasn't that she was like physically hot. It was like that girl was having a great fucking time. You know what I mean? And I think everybody loves a lady who can have a good time and not take herself too seriously.
it
So
was
I think
like,
that was like the natural like attraction.
I was
And also she's
attracted
talking about
to
spitting her dick, so it helps.
Yeah, I was attracted to her spice of life. She was so excited. By the way, we're at 8:32 with Lee the Machine, Sexy Bauer.
Yeah, I want to talk to you, Lee.
Uh-oh. Turn around, bend over. I gotta fucking make that Brokeback Mountain.
I got your picture. I watched Beverly Hills Ninja the other day. It's fucking hilarious.
Dude, Beverly Hills
still
Ninja
funny.
is one of Chris Farley's most underrated films ever. Like, it really is. Like, everyone talks about Tommy Boy and Black Sheep, which, to be fair, they're both like number 1 or number 2. But no one ever. I barely hear anybody talk about Beverly Hills Ninja. Ever.
Yeah. No, it's fucking dude.
Remember when he was like he was the chef, and he flips the thing and it goes in that girl's tits, and he's like, oh.
Did you get Lee at 8:32?
No, that's what I said. We're on Lee.
Oh, okay. All right, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Once again, my man. He says my drunk self was hoping for Loomis and Michael to come out in their tidy whities at the Panthers game.
Dude,
walking on my eyes like, watch out, Michael. You're slipping.
This is what happens when I don't get fun. I can't even afford goddamn detergent for my clothes, and I gotta chase Michael around in my underwear. Crazy. You know what? I'm not kidding with you, Lee. If we had been at that game and we got drunk enough, who the fuck knows? We would definitely got kicked out because we would have done something stupid. We'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's hockey. Let's go act stupid. Let's press our fucking tits against the glass and be like, oh Billy," when they skate by.
I actually think, you know what's funny, dude, is I really think that hockey fans would enjoy us. Like, I think we'd probably get along good with the hockey community. I don't watch enough hockey because that puck's too small and I can't follow it in my little tiny
I don't
eyes.
understand it.
So it's like I need a sport I can watch drunk, and I can't follow that fucking puck around while I'm drunk. So I never really got into it. But yeah, I think we would jive well with the hockey community.
Yeah, then they punch you in the face like, you like that, eh? Good.
Hey, yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's Canadian.
I love Sean William Scott's
Just
Lagoon.
kidding.
I love it. It's a good movie.
Ryan Reynolds is Canadian, and I love him. Kyle, favorite final girl. Dr. Loomis, yell at me.
This is a sex thing for you, Kyle. Get a haircut. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
by the way, Kyle, I'm not gonna lie. I have to look sometimes. It's your earbuds, like the wire from your earbuds. I always think that you're wearing like a white necklace from the 1997, like it's made out of seashells and shit.
Oh, I think he has a necklace and earbuds in.
No, I thought it was like back in the 90s that you would wear like the seashells. Like everybody had like those those necklaces that had the seashells and shit. That's
Josh Jackson had one in the.
I had one too. I wore it. It was great.
I never looked good in the seashell one, but I did have the big giant beaded, remember like the giant silver circles. My favorite final girl is
the Hawk-Tua girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final boss.
That's, like my brain wants to go to Sydney, but like,
of course it does. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of threw me off a little bit. It kind of made me have like a thing go up my spine, and I didn't like it because it made me feel gay.
Move a little bit?
It's like, it made me feel gay, and I want to smack it in the face. It's like that thing. It's like you're walking down the street, and your hand actually touches your best friend's hand, and you think, I'm not gay. It's like, you are gay.
I'm here. I'm queer. Stop by sometime for a beer. By the way, you guys should watch a movie called Buying the Cow if you've never seen it. It's fucking hilarious. Ryan Reynolds movie from like the 90s. But I'm gonna go with I forgot her fucking name. Kirsty. I'm gonna go with Kirsty from
Goddamn, fuck you, dude. That was gonna be mine.
I know.
Yeah, you do. Mike also got to touch Doug Bradley's hand, and I didn't. Bastard. And I was standing there, and I was like, Doug. It was really bad. It was embarrassing. I felt like that song. It was like Jukebox Hero. It was like a trip from the past. Like I was setting out like the shadow at the back door. I was waiting for a glimpse, and then he ignored me. And then maybe I'll be on the other side one day.
That's because I was drunk enough to go, Doug Bradley, I love your shot.
Yeah, well, he's like, thank you. Thank you, mate. No, well, okay. You take Kirsty.
I'm kidding. I'll go with Nev Campbell.
You can't have both.
I knew you were gonna go with Kirsty, so I just wanted to be.
No, I don't. Now I don't want her. She's a slut. She's been used. I don't want her now. You've had her.
Hey, look at my hand, dude.
Stop jacking off. I'll get. Listen, it's gonna be the basic ass shit because everyone's like, "Oh my god, for sure." Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
say, Jamie Lee Curtis.
It's gonna be Jesse from Nightmare on Elm Street 2, the first ding-a-ling dude dick.
She said girl. He said girl.
He screamed like a girl, so I'm gonna go with him. And his name's Jesse. No, all right, fine. All right, fine. Heather Langenkamp. I'm gonna go with Heather Langenkamp. Everyone's gonna be like, "Okay, yeah, Heather Langenkamp."
That's fair. That's a good answer. I don't like the teeth in the original. She's always like,
Here's the thing about but the thing about her though, Nancy, I bet Nancy got up to some freaky ass shit between the sheets.
No way, she had that look, missionary easy every day.
She looked like she'd be like, "You want to fuck me in the ass?" Like, yep. Like, I don't know. She just looked like she'd be like that. She's like, "Stop it. We can't have sex right now." God, do you want to do it in my butt? Yep.
You just woke up the demon in me. Ron the leprechaun. I love your name. I love your face. He says, "Sup, fellers. By the way, I gotta get some WD-40, dude. It sounds like I'm farting. I was trying to cut like a professionally recorded video together today, and it sounded like I was blowing ass the entire time. Like, listen, like, you hear that?
It sounds like you're trying to do a therapy session. It's like, tell me about your mother.
Yeah. Sup, fellas? Came across your tandem OnlyFans page, and thank you. We needed some support on that. We're trying to get it off the ground. We have one subscriber, and it's Jay. He says, and was surprised by the amount of leather, Andy's mince wrappers, and what's with the midgets?
They're great at lighting. They can get down low enough in film shit.
There are no midgets.
Nobody else can film.
There are no midgets on our OnlyFans page. All right.
Circus midgets.
Not yeah. The correct term is circus midgets. All right, get it right. No, it's little people. All right, that's what there's. These circus midgets cannot hold their boots.
We're making a porn. We might as well announce it. It's called Little People Big Dick. It's going to be a big hit. And Little People Big Dick. I can show you the world. I watched a thing called. It's on. By the way, Ron. Our faces look like that in our OnlyFans too when that WD-40 is used on the butt crack. But anyway, I was gonna say there's a thing on Netflix called where midget wrestlers called micro wrestling. Have you guys seen that? It's actually pretty interesting. I've been watching it.
Dude, Garrett wanted me to come in general, but also like I went up there to Detroit a while ago, and he was like, we should go to this, and I was like, I thought about it, but I'm too afraid to go to one of those because I'm gonna be laughing so hard.
Well, that's
I don't want to offend them.
No, and then I don't think they're gonna get offended. Like when I watched it, they're athletic as fuck. I mean, those little fuckers can get up there and like launch themselves like bullets.
It's gonna be hilarious. Still.
It's great, yeah, but people know. I mean, it's like like
in a respectful way.
Yeah, like people that go to watch it because it's out of the ordinary. It's kind of strange, and they want to be entertained, and it's entertaining. And those little people get to go out and put on an athletic show and be wrestlers. I think it looks cool. It's called micro wrestling, and I think it's the largest wrestlers for micro machines in America. Micro wrestlers in America, and it's in Las Vegas. Leading the way, micro machines.
You almost made me spit out my fucking drink.
I would do if I were a midget. My name would be Micro Machine, and I would have that song come out when I came out, like Micro Machine leading the way.
Canceled again.
Anyway, yeah, it's a pretty cool documentary. I like it.
If we were big enough, we would get canceled. Like we're just not big enough.
I'll tell you, I'd say fucking suck my asshole. Like that's what they were called for years. They even refer to themselves sometimes as that. Whoopty fuckity do. Have you seen what's happening in the world right now? You're worried about that, you dumbass?
Diet Coke.
Oh shit, we just lost our sponsor with Diet Soda.
Oh shit, fuck.
I guess we're gonna go with fucking Dean Cream between us.
Yeah, my mother-in-law actually just figured out what OnlyFans was the other day when she came across my page. No, she did. I was like, "You just now heard about this?" She's like, "Yeah."
You know, it's the thing about OnlyFans though is that the creators of OnlyFans they've been trying to be like, "Well, it's not just porn." I mean,
it is.
It's like, yeah, dude, you knew what was happening. Come on. The reason why the sales for OnlyFans have gone up is because of them hot asses that have been on there and then showing the boobs. It's porn.
Dude, when one of these Patreon streams that we do, by the way, for Patreons, it's not this Saturday, but next Saturday. One of these Patreon streams is actually going to be so gnarly, they're going to kick us off Patreon, and we're actually going to have to start an OnlyFans to do what we do now.
I think that we'll be fine as long as we don't do certain things. I mean, we don't do we go pretty extreme on the Patreon, but never like too much. We just the right amount of fucking sass on it. Just say here's the thing. I got scared one time when we played music, and then it got fucking like we got spanked off of there for the playing music.
We got blocked on YouTube for playing music.
No, I don't think you're like. Oh yeah, I thought it was a music video or something we did on Patreon. They were like, "No way!" I'm like, "Oh, but God, we just lost that."
No, Patreon's always been so cool. I've never even had a smack on the wrist from Patreon. They're super fucking cool.
You really got to you got to be like Patrick Bateman. Like you're an ugly fucking bitch, and I would have stabbed you and play around in your blood. You got to be that kind of level of depraved.
That's true. Don Ron Gemini. I want to eat at your restaurant. It sounds like a place that has good nachos. It says, I quit school once by just going through my bank account and adding up how much money I was spending on it. I saved up to go on vacation after.
That's true, man. Yeah, there's actually apps that you can download that show you how much you're saving every day. It's insane the amount of dollar bills that you can keep in your pocket, in your billfold, just by not smoking. It's crazy. Yeah. Again, around here, I don't know where. I mean, I know it's higher in other places, but in Kentucky, again, we're a tobacco state. A pack of cigarettes, Marlboro Lights, are like $9-something fucking dollars. It's crazy.
And it only gets worse.
I remember I used to be able to buy a fucking pack of candy cigarettes at 14 years of age and a pack of smokes for $2. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like it's best here. Like if you go to Chicago or some shit like that, this shit can get like $13-14 a pack.
Yeah, dude. Smoking used to be so cheap in the day. Back in the day, they used to give them out at church for coming by. They'd be like, "Oh, thank you for being here." And they would give you that and an Andes Mint. They would give you an Andes Mint and a cigarette. Here's the thing, and it's not even like Marlboro. Marlboro is an expensive brand. So is Winston, and so is Skull, by the way. But like even the cheap ones, American Gold, are fucking expensive. Like they're all expensive. Like Doral cigarettes, that's another cheap one. That's expensive.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, and honestly, it's not. I don't want to have any stolen valor here for my quitting smoking. I only smoke when I drink, anyways, and I'm still vaping, so it wasn't that big of a jump. But yeah, I do get those moments where I'm like, "Well, I'd love to rip a fucking ciggy right now. I would rip it so hard and good." But then I know I would just feel like shit. Like tomorrow morning, I would wake up and my lungs would feel like fucking the lead singer Puddle of Mud took a dump in them or something. Yeah.
I know. Well, I sometimes get them bad, dude. Like I get it bad. Like after giving blood, I was like, "Where's the cigarette?" And I was like, no. I'm also like arrogant about it, and like it's an ego thing because I'm not gonna like give up. Look at the scoreboard, bitch. I'm leading way ahead. I'm way ahead. I'm not gonna give that up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good shit, man. It's you can do it. You can do it, Jimmy. Nico, I love your fucking picture, dude.
Thank you, Nico.
The best James Bond. The best James Bond. Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. For us, Daniel Craig is like more sexy and more hard-edged, but
he's probably better. But I like Pierce. Yeah. Watching Star Wars Acolyte Episode 5 tonight, after having watched House of the Dragon Season 2, is like going from a ribeye to canned ham. Why am I still watching? I guess the fandom in me is too strong.
So you like Acolyte?
No, I think.
Oh no, you like House of the Dragon? Yeah, listen, I don't know. I've not watched. I heard bad things about that too. But yeah, dude, listen. Star Wars: The Acolyte are fucked. They are in massive damage control right now. And then they came out with that stupid music video. That girl, the lead actress, what a fucking idiot. She like pretty much like pissed away a $10 to $15 million contract with that stupid ass music video. Listen, and then Leslie Headland, who's the director of the show. The whole thing with the LGBTQ messaging, I don't fucking know. I don't watch it. It just looked like shit to me. But she was also like, apparently she was like assistant to Weinstein and crazy shit like that. And they hired her. I don't know. That's just because they were like associated. Doesn't mean anything. But yeah, dude, it looks like pure trash on fire. It's done. I mean, they're definitely not going to renew it for a season 2. And they are in damage control. So I can understand. And like watching that shit is like literally sitting on like a hot poker in your asshole and be like, I like it.
Yeah, and Nico, thank you for the super chat. I don't know what that is in Dunkles or like whatever like translation there is, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
Thank you, man.
However that translates, it doesn't matter, man. We really appreciate you. I'm just not a Star Wars guy anyway, so I was never gonna watch it. Like I would watch. Actually, that's not even true now. Like if a new Star Wars movie came out now, I probably wouldn't even go to the theater.
There's no Star Wars is essentially dead.
It used to feel like an event, you know.
That's because they used to be able to tell stories, and now they don't. I mean, now they just like make it dumb as fuck. And it's all about messaging and a boat for people to put their dumb shit in it. Like the only way to bring it back, you got to give it back to George Lucas and let him come in as creative again, and that's it. That's it. You got to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy. Stop hiring these dumbasses. Let George Lucas come back in and resurrect it.
But it's also it's also a bit of oversaturation, don't you think? Like when a Star Wars movie used to come out, it used to be a huge fucking deal, and now it's like there's a new show every 2 weeks.
They started the downfall with it when they released that the Force Awakens, and they started that. That was the downfall of it.
Yeah,
like it was a Lucas warm plot.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Like I think we all expected it to be great. I did like the Force Awakens. Like I thought that.
Well, the thing about you know why? Because it was basically a copy and paste of A New Hope.
Sure. but yeah, after that it went downhill. Matt Hayes, after Evil Dead Rise, I decided to go back and watch them all. Number 1, Evil Dead Rise. Oh damn!
Oh wow!
Holy titty sauce. Number 2, Evil Dead. Number 3, Evil Dead 2013. Number 4, Evil Dead 2. Having Evil Dead 2.
God damn, man.
Wow, bro.
That's no wonder you don't show your actual picture on your profile. You're just a dog.
You're
letting your dog take the rap for you.
If you gave me that rating to my face, I'd go hot in your face. I'm just kidding, dude.
Hey, that's a bold choice. Bold and spicy. We like to see it. That's a new flavor that just came out from Walmart. And Matt's the fucking person that's behind it all.
Shits.
The bold and spicy flavor. I would never support what you said there, Matt, but I respect the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So I respect the fuck out of it from the comforts of my home. I would say congratulations for being brave.
I'm glad that you like it that much. That's awesome.
I think that, but I will say Evil Dead Rise. I don't know. It's a good movie. There's something about that movie. It's good, but it's just something about it that it could have been so much better. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. It's a good movie. Just there's something about it. It didn't click with me.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with your ratings for that franchise because really there's not a bad movie in it. You know, that's true. There's not a bad movie in that franchise at all.
Really not.
Yo, I came across a video a few days ago. I think you guys might love. It's a mashup of the Beverly Hills Cop and Teenage Mutant Turtles. Ninja Turtles theme songs. It's on CLMC music videos. The music video is 3 minutes. Dude, I'm freaking out right now. But the first 30 seconds is worth listening.
I'll be stroking. Well, that's the thing. Axel F, that makes sense. The Axel F theme song could match with the Teenage Mutant Ninja. That easily could work. But the problem is, dude, we can't do anything like that. I wish we could watch that, but
with those theme songs, as soon as we played a second of that, we'd just be in monetization
YouTube's
hell.
Big gnarly tree oak like dick would come out of the sky and smack us in the face. Shut it down. I'm gonna make it over.
I'm make a note right now to watch it though, because that sounds dope as fuck. I wish we could watch it in the stream, but we can't. We get butt fucked in the ass and like it. Love you, DJ. Thank you, man. Gary, I wish Patreon did super chats. I tried sending a few that it said edit and try again. There's no in the Patreon streams. There's no super chats just because we like to keep it easy breezy.
I didn't know you could even do that. I thought Patreon was just Patreon. So
no, it's the stream comes from YouTube, but it's a private thing. So like you can't. But no, we like to keep it just loose as the goose.
We like to keep it separated.
hey. But that's not to say we don't really appreciate your all super chats. Obviously, it's the lifeblood of the channel. That and the Patreon are the lifeblood of the channel. It's what keeps us able to do this. But Mike, are you still working on membership cards for the top tier? Yeah, I sent some out, and then I got a couple of RTSs back. Those being returned to sender. I used to work in a mailroom, so I got to look at those and I got to resend those ones out for sure. So there's a couple I still need to get out, but yeah, those will be coming soon to your butts. And if you guys don't know what he's talking about, we send out in our top tier, and then that's a tier on the YouTube memberships as well. You get a signed photo and a personalized note on the back from Loomis and Michael, or Mike and Jay, whoever. I just talked about myself in third person. I didn't mean to. You know what I meant to say, right?
Hulk has a signed
finish. Terry does not. And then you also get a laminated Wham video card that's the exact same thing as the Blockbuster card with your name on it. It's pretty dope. I'm proud as shit to have written it. I'll double check that tomorrow.
Hole in the wall.
Abso-fucking-toodalutely. Gary also says, how do you join YouTube membership? I actually don't know.
I think it's on the, if you go down below the video, and it says there should be a join button somewhere. I think it's right below where it says description. There should be there's an actual button that says join.
Okay. I didn't know. I actually don't. That's a good question.
I was going to do it a long time ago, and I was like, I'm not going to join our stupid shit.
Mike.
That time travel movie. Whenever they go back in time and they have that loop, because Mike, hey, Mike. Almanac, Project Almanac.
I took a fucking drug one time, dude. I was dating this girl and we went over to these people's house and they gave me something. I can't remember what it was called. I was an idiot. This is a very, very long time ago. Don't do drugs, kids, especially not pharmaceutical ones. But they gave me something and I took it. And we're watching the movie Blow with Johnny Depp in it. And dude, my brain freaked the fuck out. I never got a single moment of euphoria or anything nice from it, but there was one line in the movie and my brain locked onto it. And that line just kept repeating over and over again. I mean, I felt like I was going crazy. And the weirdest thing about it is for like 4 days afterwards, if I ever took a drink of Pepsi or anything carbonated, the taste was completely off. The carbonation would go to one side of my mouth and the liquid would go to the other side of my mouth. And like soda was the most disgusting thing for like 4 days. I don't know what the fuck it was, dude, but it was wild. I have no idea.
We call that the annexation of Puerto Rico.
It was the weirdest shit.
Because the schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Don't do them. But he says, Mike, make sure that Jay watches Long Legs on day one.
Yeah, you watch Long Legs on day one, Mike.
Movie theater. Why don't you? It's a movie channel, Jay. Go to the fucking movies.
I do watch movies. I watch movies all day long, all the time, every day. I just choose not to tell everybody about them. I find secret movies that no one knows about. I'm like, oh, I bet no one's ever seen this before, and I watch it and I keep it to myself.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a regular review and then maybe do a spoiler stream for Long Legs because I know everybody's pumped about that. I am too. I'm very excited in my fucking hole right now for Long Legs. The Masked Met. Boys! Rock on.
Thank you, man. You saying that with your profile pic looks like we just walked into your bar, like you're a local, and we walked in like, boys, rock on. I was like, thanks, man. It's like that guy's gonna probably try to rob us later. I'll be right back.
Gotta watch out for these guys. Gotta watch out for those two. That's like the guy at our local karaoke place that we used to always frequent. He's like, boys, I know that you're gonna put a lot of money in this bar tonight. We got a new member in James fucking Jackson. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. A beautiful human being. Thank you, man. D-Mitch, Mike, Jay, are you Eskimo brothers? Ooh, that's a tough question to answer. We did date the same female 1 or 4 occasions. But ironically, as it turns out, yeah, I can say with confidence that we are not full Eskimo brothers. We never, we never had sexual relations with either of them. A couple in high school or middle school around there. But no, never slept with the same woman. We have slept together. So, yeah, that's just butt fucking no. So yeah, it doesn't count. It's weird. Yeah. Which I don't want to do that, you know. Jay slept with someone, I'd be like, I'm not touching that. No way. No, because that's a sacred temple. Sean Higginbottom, Mike, that Blink lineup. Let's talk. New song, Boxcar Racer, plus 44. Mike took me to Orlando, and our wife took me to Orlando, and my life is officially complete. I'm not crying. You're crying. Jay, you should Google who made the first video game. I will ask that when he comes back. I watched some of the Orlando show, and again, you think you're sad, dude, because you cry at a fucking Blink concert. I came home from volleyball and cried alone rewatching the fucking Blink concert. I'm a sad, pathetic human being from which there is no excuse. But yeah, dude, we talked about it earlier. How fucking crazy is it that they did that? Like, we are living in the best Blink-182 timeline there has ever fucking been. We're a lucky bunch of fucking people.
Yeah, because Tom was like, I'm tired of chasing the aliens and butt probes. I want to make music again. Mark, please. Mark Hoppus. Let me hop back on that guitar.
Yeah, I just noticed this. I have this thing that somebody sent us that's it's a coaster.
Oh, yeah.
But it's got Halloween 3, but it's actually got Chalice on the bottom of it. Just a little
it was funny. Somebody was mentioning Halloween. I was watching some video about Halloween 3. And that wasn't a video on Halloween 3, but they were talking about the Halloween franchise, and they mentioned Halloween 3. They're like, I really wish that people would just not include that with the trilogy or not with the anthology of Michael Myers at all. So like when people talk about their ranking Halloween, I wish that Halloween would just be separate and not Halloween 3 would be separate and not part of that ranking. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
That is fair. And by the way, Sean, I just want to say, shout out to your fucking wife, dude. And normally when you golf clap someone else's wife, it's a very, very offensive thing.
Like Bubba Love Sponge. Hey, that was great. Hey, my wife got plowed by Hulk Hogan. I loved watching that.
Wonderful. And now we're Eskimo brothers forever, brother. But no, dude, that's what a cool wife you have to do that for you. He also said, Jay, you should Google who made the first video game.
No. So who was it?
I will not.
It was it the Wozniak, the Apple guy? That sounds right. I know it's not. Was it that Russian fucking dude that made Tetris? Because I know that Tetris was like I don't know. I don't know what the first
physicist William Higginbotham.
Is he the Tetris guy?
And I don't know. In October of 1958, physicist William Higginbotham created what is thought to be the first video game. It was a very simple tennis game, similar to the classic 1970s video game Pong, and it was quite a hit at a Brookhaven National Laboratory open house. William Higginbotham.
Okay.
We learned things today.
That's cool. He's like, you guys want to watch this thing go back and forth on screen?
So pop.
I take control and go. What? Fun time.
The way you said "take control" reminds me of a Static X song. It's like, "Hide the stone that hides the stone that."
Is Static X the guy with like the crazy hair?
Yeah, it's like straight.
Do you know who he looks like? Back in the day when he was younger, he looks like Derek with spiky ass hair.
He fucking does, dude. He absolutely does. I can see that. Thank you, Sean, man. Lee, the Machine Bauer says, back to the poop pee story. He said, rip to Jay's pants and underwear.
Yeah, they are buried in Pet Cemetery. Hopefully they don't come back.
If I had a lighter, I would.
I wish you know what, I could have burnt those. They were so soaked in fucking like juices from like not eating and just like it was all chemical. They probably lit on fire for days.
Ironically, dude, when I pooped my pants in 6th grade, I tried to hide that shit, and I just did. I like scraped it out, and I had to put it back on because I had to get back on the bus. I scraped it all out. But when I was done, I just threw my jeans in the dirty laundry. My mom, like the next day, was like, "Did you shit your fucking pants?" Because she was.
The way I ran out to the dumpster, it was like I robbed somebody, and I was like trying to get rid of all the fucking shit because the cops were coming.
You probably
I had robbed it was like you know that chaotic scene at the end of Goodfellas when the helicopters are circling and they're trying to flush all the fucking cocaine. That's what it was like trying to get rid of my underwear and like fucking pants before April came downstairs and saw what would happen. Like it was like I was trying to get rid of it.
She's like, "Why are you sweating, honey? And it smells like shit in here."
I was like, "Nothing is wrong. I don't know. It must be a sewer leak."
It smells like shit here and you're sweating. What's going on?
Oh, so it's not just me then.
Oh fuck! You still got you got a goddamn you got a goddamn crust mark on your fucking chair.
Listen, I fucking scraped that fucker, dude. Like I worked harder than fucking Cinderella on them goddamn floors, dude. I fucking was like in there. I fucking scraped that shit, dude. It's cleaner. That chair is cleaner than it ever was. It's factory new. That's how hard I worked on that.
I'm never sitting in your house again. Nighttime says, Mike, the new Russell Crowe exorcism film was awful, dude. I'm telling you, when they
released that movie, I thought that movie was good. By the way, Nighttime, I've seen it.
He's not talking about that one.
Oh.
He's not talking about the Pope's exorcism.
I've seen the other one, too.
Motherfucker came out with a new one called The Exorcist. No one did.
I saw the test footage.
Nighttime was literally the only ticket bought. Dude, I knew it was going to be a turd on the toilet when they released the trailer and then nothing else. Like they showed the trailer for it and then like Russell Crowe in another exorcism movie released the trailer and you never heard about it again. It just came by and went like a fart in the box office night. Like, pew.
I think Russell Crowe, he's at the point now in his career. He's like, I'll just make whatever if I can make some money. I got to support my Oreo habit, fucker.
Yeah, and he was so good in the fucking Pope's Exorcist, like possess the pit.
By the way, I'm not fat shaming Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe can be as fat as he wants, and he'll always be hotter than either one of us. But I'm saying at the end of the day,
muscular.
He's like a what's it called? Fat man strong. You know, like those power lifters that they just look like big, but they're chubby. But yeah, Russell Crowe, I think he's just taking anything though to make some money. Like I don't know, you know, like he's in that stage that Nicolas Cage was in, where he's like, I got to pay off some debts.
Whichever film he signed on to first, though, like you know, the people on his second exorcism film, when he signed on to the first one, were fucking pissed. They're like, dude, we signed you for an and you just signed on for another fucking. You're just gonna confuse everybody. You're a fucking dick.
He would say, "My name is Marcus Aurelius, and I don't answer to you." By the way,
the frost sometimes makes the blade stick.
Can you imagine Dragons if he had taken the role of Logan of Wolverine instead of Hugh Jackman? It would have been crazy. Listen, he's the one that gave Hugh
Jackman, but damn.
Yeah, well, he's the one that gave it to Hugh Jackman because he turned it down. He didn't want to like commit himself to a project like that. But dude, imagine Russell Crowe back like Gladiator days. Russell Crowe as Wolverine. Woo, boys. Woo-wee, boys. Mm-hmm.
But also,
he would never come back for sequels. I don't see Russell Crowe doing that.
No, we lucked out because as great as he would have been, I think that like Hugh Jackman is way more of a malleable type of dude. Like he's more of like a laid back type.
He was
dude.
really
Russell Crowe would have been really complicated, probably.
Well, he was also already established as a huge actor, and he would have come on board, and it would have been like, it would have been his way or the highway all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would have, like he would have known he was better than the role. I'm probably having a hard time explaining that, but it wouldn't have mattered. Like he would know that he would have the movie studio by the balls anytime he wanted to do it. He's like, well, you got to pay me like $50 million.
Yeah. Hey, can I just say something? Can I just fucking say something here right now? You guys are fucking rad. Like you guys are so fucking cool. We just come on here. We don't even have a goddamn topic. We are going to review a movie here in a little bit. Maybe watch the trailer.
I didn't watch it.
Time. Did you not watch it?
No, I do watch it.
Oh, okay. But like, we come on this fucking show couple times a week. We don't even have to come up with shit. Like you guys are just so fucking cool to us that you just keep the show going with some fun back and forth, like we're at a bar talking to each other. You guys are fucking superheroes. Cheers to everyone here.
Thank you guys.
You guys are the fucking best.
You guys make me feel like you got my back out there in the wild.
Yeah, bend over and let me spit some Hawk 2 in your butt.
Uh-oh.
Holly Roxy.
Hey,
It's
Holly.
like for sore eyes, Holly. Hey, boys, my son has to go to UK hospital tomorrow. Has to be put to sleep. I'm really nervous. I need some words of comfort from Marky Mark and Dr. Loomis. I love you guys.
Oh, damn, that sucks, Holly. I hope everything turns out okay. I've never been under anesthesia, but UK is a great hospital. Good hospital.
I don't know if it's like the Kentucky one or like the British one or whatever.
No, Holly's not. She's not from bloody England.
First off, there's nothing scarier than stuff with your kids. Before we even get into that, my fucking heart and soul is with you guys. I hope everything's okay and it goes smooth, and I'm sure that it will. Been there. It's scary as hell. But I never take my kids to the hospital. I don't even do that shit because my name is Mark Wahlberg. Okay, I own 7 Wahlburgers. I just have a shady ass doctor come down to the Wahlburgers. We feed him a couple of our hamburgers, turkey burgers to be specific. I have him do 17 sit-ups. I have him do 4 squats, and then everything is okay again. And then I say, hey, say hi to your mother for me when you go home because I haven't spoken to my wife in 2 weeks. Did you know I beat up a Puerto Rican one time, Holly? That's aside from the point. He had to go to the fucking hospital. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes, Holly, it's going to be all right. UK hospital, they have better funding than Miss Grove, for sure. Definitely I have no problems whatsoever. And I've seen the commercials. Okay, they'll be there for you. That's what the commercials, with the family. Don't worry about it. Just stop worrying. You're making me worry, and then you're making just stop it. Everything's gonna be fine. UK hospital is number 1.
You just gotta go up to him right before he goes under the anesthesia and be like, "We gotta outrun the wind. We gotta outrun the wind."
Just go
right that last second,
right before he goes to sleep, and be like, "Boo!" That's it.
Boo!
You don't even need anesthesia.
Okay? But sorry, I only went under anesthesia. I only went under anesthesia once, and it was when I broke my hand, and they put me under, and I fucking woke up at the end of the surgery way before I was supposed to.
Yeah.
Because my body is fucking weird. But I woke up. You would have laughed your fucking ass off because my eyes opened and I didn't know where I was. And the first sensation I felt was like it felt like someone's taking a hot poker to my hand. I just felt like a searing burn, and I just went. Oh! I fucking yelled, and the nurses ran over. But it was funny because when they were wheeling me back afterwards, I was still kind of loopy, and they were wheeling me back to my mom. I was 18 or 17, and I had a fucking huge boner, dude, and it was just sticking out of the sheets. And I was trying to hit on the nurse. Like I was under anesthesia, so I don't even remember this. She told me about it afterwards, and I was like, "Yeah, dude. Did it work? No, it didn't."
It's like, are you hungry? Yeah, for some ass.
Let's get up and just go.
Dude, if I ever was under anesthesia and I woke up, I'd fucking spring up like goddamn Wolverine when he comes out of the tub. I thought that'd be. I wouldn't even. Yeah, fuck that. It'll be fine.
Ollie, best to your family. I'm sure everything will go great. But heart's with you, man. I know how hard that is. Lost Boy Bios. Butterfly Town vocalist passed away. Oh, dude, he did. Yeah. Switchfoot left McKee. I shouldn't say that. I forget. What is his name?
Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
Be my butterfly.
Gotta have a hearse. Baby. Ready.
Crazy Town.
Yeah.
What's his name? I gotta get it right.
You could say what you want about that song, but that song was like, it's like reminiscent of that time. I don't know. That was a great time. When I think of that song, I'm like, I had a good time going. Skater Boy came out. That song was out. There's another fucking song.
It was right up there with like How Bizarre. How Bizarre.
Nelly Furtado. I'll fly away. Whatever it's song. I was like, God. I don't know where the road is. I don't know what the song's about.
But baby,
I'm
all I
like
need
a
for you to know
bird.
is. Yeah.
It's about Forrest Gump.
That dude lived. I don't know what happened. I know that it's not been announced exactly what happened, but he was 49 years old. His name's Seth Binzer, but he went by Shifty Shell Shock. I did see a couple months ago. Their band played at like Myrtle Beach, and there's a whole video. I sent it to you and Cody, I think, or maybe I sent it to somebody else. But him and his like band member got in a fist fight outside of the show over like money, and it was like, damn, like this shit's dark. Like you could tell that they were not. Dude lived a really hard life there, but yeah, like that's a sad story.
Lead singer of because he died young too of Smash Mouth, but he lost his girl, like a little girl to like leukemia, I think, when she was like 10 or something, and like he went into a drinking binge and never came out of it.
And dude, that is such a sad story too, because just like with him, I mean, everybody made fun of him and shit like that, but like you don't know people's story, man. Like when it comes
losing
to
your
people
kid to like leukemia, and like she was like 10 years old, and that's why I know that he went into like a massive spiral into drinking, and he couldn't come out of it. I mean, what can you do? I mean,
the Smash Mouth guy.
Yeah, Smash Mouth guy. Not this guy. I don't know what happened to this guy, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. 49's young as fuck, dude. That guy was young too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I remember when the Smash Mouth dude was on stage and he was slurring his words and he was getting into it with the audience, and everybody's like, "What a piece of shit," and blah blah blah, and all that stuff. And like then you come to find out, like he had an alcohol problem because, like you said, he lost one of his kids. Like
I think he lost his only. I think he only had one kid, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I don't know maybe, but like that you gotta, man, the internet sucks. Grant Van Voorheen. Sup, boys? I turn 21 tomorrow.
Hey, all right, party up.
We got some. Hey, we can still pull the young. That sounded weird. The young audience is what I was gonna.
Yeah.
You know
pull
what?
Young ass. As long as you're 18 and over.
Dr. Disrespect.
We don't want to know that around here.
Jay, could you please yell? I'm gonna barbecue your ass in molasses from Smokey and the Bandit in the voice of Loomis.
To be fair, dude, I don't. So there's no reference because I don't know that's. But I'm gonna barbecue your ass in molasses. That sounds like a great line. That's about. But I don't know like the inflection of the voice because I can't remember that specific line. But that's a great line. I'm gonna barbecue your ass in molasses. I'm going to yell that tonight when I play Call of Duty.
Yell it when you come.
I am. I'm gonna barbecue your fucking vagina and come.
Also, I shit on the recliner.
You don't know about that. Shut up.
Hey, Grant, happy 21st birthday tomorrow. Hey, take it easy on the booze. All right. Don't get your stomach
crazy
pumped,
out there.
Enough to have a good time. Don't be doing any of those Irish car bombs or any of that crazy shit.
No, I'm gonna wait. I got 13 minutes.
To what? Oh, you're saving the drinky? You're saving the drinky poop?
Yeah, but dude, because I'm fucking over. I'm going on 21 hours.
Oh, because fasting. You're doing fasting. Is it safe to do 20 hours, dude? I don't want you to fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Is that safe?
It's on the goddamn app thing. It says that right there. Look.
Oh, those are some nice titties you got there on that just popped up in that
what?
Snapchat. Yeah, the Snapchat pop up.
His name is Terrence, and he's great.
That's crazy, dude. 20 hours. I commend you. If that's
it's just because I was bored as fuck, and I was like, you know what? I all day long, I've had a lot of going on. I couldn't get a haircut. I had to deal with shitting my pants, and I've been playing video games.
I do 12, and some days I don't even do that because I'll wake up and I'll have a little hangover, and I'm like, no, I'm eating a biscuit.
You'll do intermittent fasting. I'm so horny for bread right now. I could stick my dick in it. I've not had any bread in forever, but the thing is, like, the intermittent fast, it does say you can customize it on that app. You can do 12 and 12. The only reason why I thought you couldn't do 12 and 12 because they said 14-10 was the lowest you could go. But it's not true. You can customize and then other people don't do it every day. They'll do like 2 or 3 days in a row, and then they'll eat regular, and then they'll go like that's the way it keeps your body guessing.
I like those diets because with keto, which is my go-to when I need to lose a few pounds, like if you fuck up, you're done. Yeah, it takes you like 3 days to get back into it. But with fasting, you can fuck up one day and just go back to it the next day if you want.
Well, yeah, you can. But the problem is, your body is going into like, well, dude, it's fucking crazy on this app too because when you look at like, it shows you like right now, it's like. It's got like it's trying to be all cutesy with it. It's got like a flame. It's like you're halfway through. It's like your fat burning mode starts now. And then after that, but it says there's a thing called autophagy. And I'm not saying that right. 24 to 48 hours. And it tells you what it is. It's fucking at this point, your body triggers autophagy. literally means self-devouring. Cells start to clean up.
You're eating your own dick, dude.
Yeah, cells, because everyone tries it. I never tried it. What, suck your own dick? Cells start to clean up their house. They remove unnecessary or dysfunctional components, yada, yada, yada. But dude, it goes all the way. You can, immune cells regenerate at 72 hours. I'm like, I'm not trying to be fucking Gandhi.
That's wild, dude. Yeah.
I'm not doing like I would never go that far. Like 72 fucking hours without eating.
No,
fuck that.
That's nuts. Well, we do have a friend that he eats what he said he was doing. He eats once a day. He eats within a 1 hour period. He eats, and that's the only time he eats.
Well,
that's fucking gnarly.
Well, you can do that. Well, a lot of I mean that.
I'll be sticking burritos in my ass while I eat burritos.
Yeah,
you know?
like dude, it's a real thing. I've been watching YouTube. Like I watch like food reviews, and it's like food porn. Like I jack off to it. I'm like, oh, I'll eat that goddamn barbecue. Eat that barbecue sandwich. I want to hear the crunch.
That shit's twisted, dude. Jack Ryan Boyd, the Scream 7 reveal should be the mask comes off. It's either Michael Myers or Steven Seagal. I want the punani.
Dude, better be
Me
Seagal.
want the punani.
And like Steven Seagal would be like, I have a black belt in butcher knife Aikido. Number one.
Steven Seagal would be the greatest Scream reveal of all time. All right, before you get to your 13-minute thing, I gotta take a piss. My wiener hurts. We're at 9:10 p.m. with Jack Ryan Boyd. And while Jay finds that, I'll tell you guys, just in case you don't know, Me Want the Punani is actually a Steven Seagal song that he wrote for his album. And if you find it, we've listened to it multiple times on the Patreon stream. It's like, he literally goes, Me Want the Punani, like while he's playing the guitar. It's the fucking funniest shit you've ever heard in your life.
Okay, Jack Ryan. Okay, I got it.
BRB.
Okay, fuck. Okay. Don Ron Gemini. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's okay. That Michael will come back and I'll read that one. Jack Ryan Boyd, also thank you so much. Says, I always thought a good twist for Halloween would be Loomis secretly encouraging psychos to be killers to then hunt them with the police on his rough approach and how creative Michael. That would be. I think if Loomis is out to fucking lunch as far as crazy and obsessed with Michael and bringing him down no matter what. I think he could entertain an idea like that, creating a bunch of people on this. Well, then again, listen. Loomis is crazy and he's obsessed with Michael and he wants to catch Michael. He wants Fifth Man, but at the same time, he also understands that Michael Myers is pure evil. Like he's supernaturally evil. Like it's not just a regular dude in a mask going around and fucking with people. Like he understands that it's going to take something very dramatic to kill him forever. Like he's not like a regular killer. So. But it's a great idea. Like if they were going to go with like more of the realistic version of Loomis, where Michael's not really supernatural, I guess that could work. But it's a great idea. But I just think that again, and I'm not the only Loomis to me. It's not Malcolm McDowell was fine, but it's not Malcolm McDowell. It's the true Loomis is the Donald Pleasance Loomis from Halloween and that original anthology, not the new one where they mentioned Loomis. Or any Halloween 2018. I'm talking about just the original anthology of Halloween is the true Loomis in canon. And in that Loomis, in that version of Loomis, he understands Michael is supernatural. So that's it. It's what I say. Colton Candler, thank you so much for this. What's up, guys? Mike, would you rather have a large-scale movie theater in your house or a sports bar or man cave? Jay, let's talk about buttered sausages. Okay, let's talk about that. Butter sausages are something that are evil, and we got to watch out for them. They will sneak into your butt without you even looking. And it's called prison, ladies and gentlemen. Avoid that at all costs. Don't commit crimes that you won't have a buttered sausage in your butt and you're behind. You know what I mean? So butter sausages, a.k.a. dicks in the asshole, a.k.a. I got that from committing crimes and going to jail. Don't want that. Gotta be careful. Now, if you're just talking about a regular sausage buttered, that's all right. But we're talking about buttered sausages in reference to jail, I'm assuming. Colton, it's fine. Maybe you weren't talking about that, but that's where I went, and that's what I'm going to say. And I'll pass along your message to Mike. What time were you? 9:14. Okay, moving through. Eric Hess says, I'm sweating more than a Catholic priest at a Boy Scout meeting or a nun in a cucumber patch. Love y'all. Holy shit. That's a lot of sweat droplets. Woo. Nun seeing a cucumber in a cucumber patch? Man, oh man. She's like, Jesus Christ, protect me. Oh, God. But thank you, Eric. Thank you. And yes, that's a lot. Like, again, a lot of sweat droplets. A lot of sweat droplets. Joe Valentine. What's up, boys? That is all you may proceed. Thank you. Appreciate you, Joe. Joe said, wait. What's up? Go ahead. All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. DJ Graham. I saw Fear for the first time over the weekend. Oh, nice. That was your first time? I'll give 2 scenes I died laughing at. Nicole, get me a Coke. And Wahlberg coming out of nowhere in the woods like, hey, Gary. Where did he even come from? I don't know. Like he had an underground tunnel that popped up, and when he came out of the ground, Good Vibrations played. He's got tunnels everywhere. He's a new kid on the block's brother, for God's sake. Yeah, listen, I can't. That's all. I wish I could have watched it with you, dude. Like the first time watching Fear is such a great movie. It's awesome. Like I think Mark Wahlberg's best movie that he's ever done personally is Rockstar, but right after that, it's Fear. Like he was amazing in that movie. And it really, you know why it was so good, that movie? Because that's just how Mark Wahlberg, he wasn't really acting. He's just a dick like that. I mean, that was in his phase where he was like still like an arrogant prick. But yeah, Nicole, give me a Coke. I mean, yeah, did he do that in front of the dad too? Holy shit. You gotta have, like, I don't even know how the guy was sitting down. His balls were so big, but yeah, dude, it's great. Great times. Good times. I'm glad you liked it. Quentin Franks. I needed some goddamn wham up in me tonight. Thanks, fellas. You're welcome, Quentin. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by and having a conversation with us, Quentin Franks. We like that. Thank you. Quentin Franks also says, also, what's the deal with the Jason universe? Is it a sequel? This sounds like was it Jerry Seinfeld? What's the deal with Jason universe? I don't know. I think that, well, listen, dude, the Friday the 13th series is crazy as far as the, you know, what they're gonna do legally.
I'm like a bird. I want to fly away.
Shut up! I already sang that.
It's stuck in my head, you cunt.
But the Jason universe, it's not. I think it's a prequel, for what I understand. There's not a sequel to the. Like again, I would imagine it's kind of like a soft reset. That's it. I mean, I've not heard any rumors about them actually doing a sequel to something like the Friday the 13th 2009 movie, which they should do. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But that's what I think. By the way, there's one for you. There's 2 actually. I gotta pee. Yeah, that one, and then there was another one. Excuse me, another one. Don Ron Gemini at 9:12.
Okay. What time did you leave off on, by the way?
I'm at 9:25. I just quitting about. So the next one is 9:27 at Michael Parton.
Okay. Enjoy your pee time. Enjoy your pee time, my friend. Yes. We are the 3 amigos. Pow, 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 pow. Colton! I love your fucking mouth, face. Both. Sup, guys? Mike, would you rather have a large-scale movie theater in your house or a sport bar man cave? Let's talk about butter sausages, where they are, where they come from. Large-scale movie theater in your house or a sport bar man cave. You know, I'm gonna go sports bar man cave. I shouldn't, because it's just gonna lead me to drink more, you know. So I told my wife, I was like, I've always kind of wanted to be a bartender, you know, maybe just for fun I could get a job as like a, you know, and she's like, yeah, because that'll be really great for you. I'm like, you got a good point there. That's just gonna make me want to drink. But I will go sports bar, dude, because like you could have a movie theater. Like I'm pretty solid. Like I like my setup for movies, you know, because you got the couch and you lay down. You can't really have that in a movie theater. It'd be dope, but it would feel like too much. I think if I sat in a movie theater in my own house, I would feel like a dick. I'd just feel like a huge jerk just sitting there like fucking buttered popcorn, you know? So I think I will go with sports bar because that's just, it's more communal. You know, people come over, and I have a buddy who has a shed. It's not a shed, like a garage outside that has like a full bar in it, and it's fucking dope. I call it my divorced man cave because when my wife divorces me, I'm like, I'm coming to sleep in your garage bar, and that's like a running joke between my wife and everyone. So when she finally leaves me for a boyfriend, that's where I'll be. But yeah, that's what I'm going with, Colton. You're an awesome dude. You come if Haley ever kicks you out, then we can do it together. It'll be a great time. Eric Haas. Oh, Jay already read some of these. My bad. Excuse me. Yeah. GJ saw Fear for the first time. 2 scenes on that. Hey, Nicole, go get me a Coke. Hey, Gary. He was so out of breath too. He's like, hey, Gary. It reminds me of Wahlberg in The Fighter as well. When his dad comes in there to punch Christian Bale's like, you don't gotta come running through you like a fucking silverback gorilla. I fucking love Fear, dude. I love Fear so goddamn much. It's one of my all-time favorites.
You couldn't resist, could you?
Fucking what is the you will forever hold your peace.
God damn, poor Michael's been waiting.
Michael
What? Parton at 9:27.
Oh shit. Well, I was trying to get to the one that you said that was for me. For me.
Yeah, well, dude, it's funny. He said that was his first time watching it. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that would be
that's
so
what I was
fun.
saying. If you have to pick, like Mark Wahlberg's best movie is Rockstar for me, but then it's Fear right behind that.
Mm-hmm. Fucking amazing, dude. Mike Parton says, in all honesty, women have always been the heroes in horror films. Jamie Lee Curtis, Sigourney Weaver, Adrienne King, Heather Langenkamp, and Neve Campbell. No, that's true. And Jay and I've mentioned before, like, it's actually one of the few areas in life where like dudes kind of get the shaft. Like the wheelchair dude from Friday the 13th Part 2 should have definitely been the final guy. That would have taken that series into a whole different, really interesting direction.
Well, it's why it's such a novelty though, and it worked. I mean, if you look at Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, I thought Jesse was a great character, and he was a good final guy. But it doesn't. I mean, we're not butthurt about it. That it just. I feel like when you have like a set, well, there's only a final girl. It becomes like saying the redundant. It becomes like boring and stale.
Yeah, they should do a movie where who you think's going to be the final girl dies really early, and then it's actually like completely different situation. That would be cool.
But it's all but they've always been the heroes in horror films. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I'd be into that
because they're so weak in real life. We got to give them something, right?
Yeah, grilled cheese sandwiches.
I love it.
I've been a proud member of the top tier for months. I'll have to DM you my address. Oh yeah, if I don't have your address, that's definitely why you haven't gotten the video card. Gotta have your address.
AKA my address and my nudes.
gotta have the address to get in there. But yeah, thank you, man, and look forward to getting that to you. Jamie Owen Smith, 2:30 a.m. for me.
Oh,
I accept defeat, aka falling asleep.
All right, dude. Hey. Thank you so much for hanging out though. Holy shit, 2:30 in the mornings.
You sound like you're from London.
Yeah, watching our shit. Someone walks in, you got to make up a reason like, oh, I was watching porn, not them.
Yeah, I don't know where you live, man, but thanks for hanging for sure. Thank you for partying with us.
He lives in probably London.
Yeah, and thank you again, Lee Bowers, for being a super fucking awesome dude to us. He said, "Hey, Loomis, did you write a memoir for your underwear?"
That's none of your goddamn business, Lee. And I'm taking you out of my affairs, okay? And maybe I will pen a goddamn memoir. It'll be called Dark Side of the Crack. A tale. Yeah, dude. Listen, you know what? There's a few things in my life that I'm thinking when you say it, I could hear the words coming out of my mouth talking about pooping my pants today. And I'm like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that. And I probably should not have continued on with the story, but I did. And now I'm living in that life. And it's fine. I mean, people poop their pants. Okay, it's a reality. As you get older, sometimes you lose control of your bowels. It happens sometimes. People are human, and you think you can trust them.
You pooped your pants today.
Yeah, I pooped my pants, and I say it proudly. I'm a motherfucking white boy, and I say it proudly.
Robbing on the top of a cop car.
What's that thing? Oh no, 8 Mile. I was trying to do the.
Oh yeah.
I'm a piece of white trailer trash, and I say it proudly.
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
And homie did fuck my girl, but I'm still standing here screaming, "Fuck the free world!"
That's what I said. I said, "Fuck the free world" as that poop came out. Because I don't live by your rules, society. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call it a Dark Side of the Crack, a tale. That's the memoir.
Dark Side of the Crack is fucking great. Austin says, "Can you guys tell my brother Julian, new viewer, welcome Julian?
Hey, good Julian.
I call you Frankenstein because you're like child from Big Daddy." It's like, come back later, I'll Indian leg wrestle you. To stop, not you. It's from.
How come you give him the instant one?
Hip hop anonymous. Can you guys tell my brother Julian to stop recommending the movie Whiplash and then tell a funny poop story? He needs to hear both.
Well, you can listen. I mean, listen, dude. Just rewind it a little bit. I literally just told a story about me pooping my pants today, and it wasn't one of those like quick Hershey chocolates. This was like full on Snickers bar in my panties, like a full on turd that came out and like just laid in my underwear, and I had to throw them away and everything. It was crazy. And I don't know about the Whiplash thing. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Whiplash is a Miles Teller movie. It's got J.K. Simmons, Miles Teller. It's the drum movie. Where's the drummer?
It sounds stupid.
It was fucking hard. It was a little bit overrated.
Oh, it's that really shitty Reed Richards, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit overrated, Miles Teller, man. First poop story. I have a lot of poop stories. First one that comes to mind is definitely going to be. There was one time I was at a bar, and it was in Richmond. It was at the Paddy Wagon. You were there with me. not in the bathroom, but I went in the bath and I was holding it for far too long because I didn't want to shit in that place at all. But when this is embarrassing. But when I got to the toilet, it got so bad and I was so close to shitting my pants that when I got to the toilet, I pulled my pants down just as it was coming out, and I accidentally like put one single turd on the floor. Like it hit the floor, right?
And
like it didn't get my pants at all, but like it missed and like slapped it plopped on the floor right before my butt got to the toilet. And then I was sitting there like looking at it. I was like, fuck, I gotta pick up that turd.
At least you didn't. I was like, at least you didn't go to the urinal and let it flow in there. I was like, it's you fucker people that ruined it for everyone else. Have you guys ever noticed that? You go to a bar and there's always in the bathroom a fucking turd like in the urinal. Like somebody went over there and put that in there. Like they were standing there and somebody walked in to shit or pee and they're like, hey, what's up? And they're just pooping in the urinal. Like it's so weird, dude. But here's the thing: not to be fair, I'd love to catch it one time to walk in and actually see someone shitting in a urinal. So that's impressive. The fact that you got to stand on your tippy toes and angle your crack just right so that it goes into the urinal and not like rolls on your leg.
I'd be afraid that thing would take a backswing.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have some kind of skill because otherwise it's going to roll down your leg or go into your pants or something. Like you don't know. But here's the thing: you got to, and those turds are always broken off just right. They're just the right size to fit in the urinal. Here's the thing:
it's like. No, these guys weren't your everyday carjackers. These were professionals.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. It's the last one. I really shouldn't say. I've said this before. It's gonna be a quick one. I took a dump in my pants one time, and we were at that BBC. I was with you.
Yeah, in Versailles.
Yeah, in Versailles. I was with Mike and April, and I took a shit. I didn't tell anybody, and I went to the bathroom to wipe my ass, and I didn't think the bathroom door wouldn't close, the toilet door, the stall. So it was like, because it didn't have a lock. I didn't even have a door. So I stood there with my pants down, wiping my ass and like my butthole for the world to see. And a dude from the kitchen walked in and he was like, Jesus Christ, holy shit, dude. And then he like walked out. Wipe. No, dude, I faked a mental thing. I was like, I'm sorry. Because I was so embarrassed, dude. I didn't, because he was like, Jesus Christ, dude, sorry. And I was like, sorry.
No, do it again.
Because I was embarrassed, dude. It was just it was an instinctive reaction thing. I just didn't want to and then I immediately left.
Oh, that was.
It's been nice to be on YouTube.
Jack Plays 95 says, good to see you, boys. Good to see you, pal. He says, have you seen...
Damn, Jack, is that your abs? Holy fuck.
I
feel like I would have a picnic on that.
I want to eat corn out of them.
You can wash my dirty pants on those.
Have you boys seen the movie The Hills Run Red? It was okay. It had some decent gore. Came out the same year as the Friday the 13th remake. I've seen the cover, and I've had a lot of people say that, hey, this piece of shit's not actually that big of a piece of shit. Still a piece of shit, but a watchable piece of shit.
What?
I've heard that a lot.
The Hills Run Red, what's that even about? Is it about a bunch of like women that have their period and they all get together like Midsommar?
Actually, you've seen it.
I've seen it, y'all. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
It's this fucking thing right here. I want to show it to you. I'll show you, Steven.
Oh, by the way, I watched Dune 1 and I finished up Dune, and then I watched Dune Part 2. Really good.
I've seen that shit.
Now I gotta wait fucking 5 years for the third one.
You watch the movies?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
There's no way those movies are fucking good, dude. Come on.
Huh?
There's no way those are good movies.
Dune?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said Doom.
No, fuck no, dude. Doom sucked.
I was like, they made a Doom.
I mean, no, the only cool part of Doom, remember Carl Urban and The Rock were in that movie, Doom?
Yeah.
The only cool part of that movie was when it goes first person, when he gets like the power or whatever. That was cool. But no, Dune Part 1 and 2 I finally finished Dune, and then Dune Part 2 was really good, long as fuck, but really good. And then I was like, God,
Hassan Al-Gib.
he brings fountain of water to the masses.
Hassan Al-Gib.
I love Javier Bardem. That's kind of what you believe. I believe.
Yeah, he's great, dude. He's
I
great.
don't you believe Hadadim. I believe you do. No, you gotta wait 4 fucking years for the movie to come out. Though that sucks. By the way, the blonde girl, the Empress, or the Empress, the daughter of the Emperor. Do you know who that is? That's the blonde girl from Midsommar. The main girl.
Yeah. No, dude, you fucked up not seeing Dune 2 in the theater though. That moment when those dudes are jumping off the hills onto the ground, it's fucking so good.
And then the bald guy was Elvis.
Oh yeah, Austin Butler or whatever.
Yeah,
That shit was cool
God,
though.
you ugly.
No, Dune 2 was dope as fuck. I don't really get into those movies, but I fuck with those two Dune movies for sure. Daniel Torres says TCM 2003 remake or Freddy vs. Jason. Love y'all. Love you too, buddy. The answer's easy. It's 2003 TCM.
Oh yeah,
10 out of 10
dude.
times.
Like it's not even like in the same category. TCM 2003 is a legitimate good movie that could have been the starting point for a new TCM universe. Like 100%, it could have been the starting point if they'd done it correct after that movie, which they didn't. But it was TCM. Like I think of like TCM original, TCM 03, and then the new one that came out on Netflix.
2022. Yeah.
Like I know people are gonna be like, what about part 2? I mean, I
don't like part 2, dude.
Oh, it's all right. I like they went real comedic levels with that. Which,
yeah.
I mean,
Dennis Hopper was fucking badass, but that's it. I hate that movie.
Yeah.
I really
I hated the next generation. I fucking really hated that one. And then the third one was all right. The third one always feels like it gets glossed over. No one talks about the third one. And the third one's not bad.
It was a pure ass, straight to video.
Yeah.
You know, like everything that you think straight to video was that movie. But yeah, that felt nice.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, dude. TCM 2003 to me is the equivalent of like Halloween, Rob Zombie Halloween 1.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's perfect. Actual fucking quinky dink. Lost Boy getting the old foreskin removed at age 39.
Oh, God damn, dude.
Scared of going
Champion.
under the knife?
Holy fuck.
Loomis Chalice, please send words of encouragement. That's wild, dude. Why?
He found religion. He realized if you're a filthy, goddamn uncircumcised penis head, you have no interest in the paradise.
Lost Boy, I gotta have a follow-up. I gotta know why. I have to know why. Are you recently divorced? Well, I'll tell you kids something about old Chalice you don't know. I never had my foreskin removed either. I'm what you call a turtleneck wearer, as they say in my profession, because I'm a doctor. I could remove it anytime I wanted to myself, but you know what I hear is that the ladies like the extra bump.
Give me the vomit bag.
It's true. No, it's true. I've never had a girl be down there and be grossed out, because I'm telling you this right now, as an educational purposes thing. When it's hard, it looks the exact same as the other ones. Maybe a little more reddish in color, just a touch. Not weird. It's not weird. Women love it. Men love it. Chubby nurses love it. And listen, it's an extra bump. The women, they like it. They say it feels better than the average bear's wiener. So
they're lying to you. Here's the thing.
Don't go.
Here's the thing. It's going to be okay. And thank God now you will actually have a penis that looks like a penis and not a sandworm from Beetlejuice. That's a good thing. You will also prevent infection and smelly times around your penis head.
You just got to wash it. All right. No, as long as you wash your dick, it's fine.
It's nasty. It looks
I will not have.
It looks like a switchblade, a dirty switchblade.
I will not have.
Creature coming out of the head. It's going to be fine.
Don't talk about my dick that way.
Drink a lot of Asian tea and hope. There's no way you're not going to be under anesthesia. There's no fucking way. I mean, I'm actually coming out of character because I don't even know. Like, I understand that why, but there's no fucking way. Like, it's got to be. I know it's an outpatient treatment because they're going to be like, all right, here we go, and like we're just going to stick some needles in your penis head, and then we're just going to cut that shit off. I'd be like, knock me the fuck out. Like, bring me in Mike Tyson.
I just want one chop.
Chop. There was like Robin Hood Men in Tights where he was like doing circumcisions and it had like a little tent set up and he was like bringing guys in to do that. That's what I don't know, man, but God bless you. You will be entered in. Listen, you're going to heaven now for sure. At 39 years old, you're going to heaven.
It's ripped for her pleasure, dude. Why would you go ruin that?
Dude, I'm telling you what,
women like it, bro.
You've got to be like, there's like, dude, if I was going to get circumcised at 40 or 39 years old, there's no, if they're like, come in and fast for 24 hours, I'm like, fuck you. I'm drinking.
We have a nurse's take on the situation, just a little lidocaine and then they snip it. Like they do with the little lidocaine. So they just like when you get a tattoo, they just rub some shit on it.
Yeah, but a baby wouldn't know shit. If you're a grown ass man and you're like, lidocaine ain't gonna cut it, sweetheart. I need a fucking I need some tequila and like a goddamn anesthesia in my brain.
You're gonna need to take me to Chi-Chi's.
They're like, all right, like you're gonna try to make jokes too. Like they're like, all right, put that thing up here, hot to it. Put that thing up on the table, and then you're gonna be like, don't act like you're not impressed as you're laying your dick up out of the table, and you know it's coming. And then they'd be like, okay, here comes a little lidocaine. It's like, bitch, where's the needle for the anesthesia? I want to go to sleep. Like if you're sitting there like this with your dick out like that.
Yeah. Dude, I'm with Danny. It adds more girth, dude. Who doesn't want more girth? It's like a blanket. It's like a hoodie for your dick. Like, it's great.
Well, if you have a big dick, you don't need the extra comfort. Hey, that's that one. I watched this video where this girl was like, she's like, fellas,
not like these.
That's exactly what. Yeah, as soon as they start, it's like Dimitri, help it, Dimitri. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to make you feel like it's gonna be okay. Like you're having it for whatever reasons you're having it. It's gonna be fine. I mean,
don't do it, dude. Don't do it.
He might have to do it.
Don't fucking do it.
He might have to do it.
What is there like a sickness where it's like if you don't chop off your extra?
Yeah, maybe I don't know his fucking medical history. I'm not gonna get in violation of HIPAA.
I gotta know why, bro. I have to know why. I think it's bullshit. I don't think this is a true story. I think this is a ruse. The goddamn ruse.
Show us pictures or it didn't happen. Live stream that fucker and let us watch.
I gotta know. I have to know. Someone tell me if I miss this comment because I have to know why.
Go ahead. I'm going to have some applesauce now.
Oh, yay. Just go look at his dick. He's just gonna go touch his own wiener. Where were we? Lost in a. Again, you guys can't get this shit anywhere else but here. All right, it's true. It's the truth. No one else is doing it like we're doing it. Can he do it like that? Huh?
Doing it well. Yeah, I got it. Okay, now end the fast for the beer. Save.
I want to watch you. I want to watch you fucking take that step.
21.
You went 21 hours?
Yeah.
Why'd you go the extra hour? 21
because
minutes?
I was talking and I forgot about it.
You fucking sicko.
Ah!
Hey, let me give this guy some credit right here. This motherfucker hasn't had anything to eat in 20 hours, and he still showed up and is entertaining.
It's called crippling depression.
All right, proud of you, pal.
Cheers,
proud of you,
man. Crippling depression does wonders for the soul.
Fucking still showed up and gave a hell of an effort the first 2 hours of the show.
That's what happens when you go to the doctor and he's like, "You're fucking fat. Lose weight, bitch." And I was like, "Well, I guess I'll just starve myself because I'm too fucking lazy to work out. Thanks, doc."
Watch it. Are you drinking that out of a coffee cup? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. No, it's a beer. It's a.
Oh, okay. You
God, look how much foam is in there.
Yeah.
How's the pale ale?
I'm gonna stick my dick in it.
Yeah. I can't wait if I could eat bread one day.
Zachary Hogan says, I found this number, 423, then 3 6s, 423-666-4355. You can call it. Nicolas Cage's character from Longlegs answers, and it's creepy. Also, Loomis, we all know you have hot feelings for Michael. It's okay. I've heard of this, and I fucking love when movies do the advertisements where they give you numbers to call. I haven't called the Longlegs one. Let's fucking do it.
The only hot thing I have to look forward to is watching Michael Bunn in an electric chair. You're misinformed, Zachary Hogan. The only thing hot is your breath. Shut up, Zachary Hogan, with your stinky ass breath talking about I have the hots for Michael. What kind of sick world do you live in? Get a job.
Hey, listen to this. Let's do this together. It's not going to show my phone number or anything, is it? Okay.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Okay, it just sounded like
8 2.
What'd you think it was going to be Nicolas Cage? Like Longlegs.
Your call cannot.
That was a fucking lie. You fucking dick. Hang on, I'll Google it.
Hey, while you're at it, let's call the WCW Wrestling Hotline. Find out all the inside scoop of your favorite wrestlers right now, where Mean Gene breaks it down and Bobby the Brain Heenan backs him up.
Okay, we had the number wrong. It's 458-666-4355.
Dude, I'm not like this is starting to sound like the plot of Unfriended Part 3. Fuck you. It's gonna be a real person.
There she is. What's your name? Little angel?
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, this is kind of turning me on.
Oh.
Ooh. Are you almost there, Daddy? Okay. That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. So that's like they're doing like a viral marketing tactic for long legs. That's old school.
That's fucking cool, dude.
The last time I seen that was like they used to do that shit where you could call a number and they'd like have some weird like freaky thing on. I don't remember a movie that did that before. I remember hearing about it, but the last time I remember a big time viral marketing campaign was Blair Witch, which was the first of its kind, which was fucking genius. I wish movies would do that now. I wish they do it like. Horror movies would like do that, like embrace that shit.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That was really cool. I'm with you, dude. That and they need to sell shit at fucking fast food restaurants.
Yeah, and they also need to bring back fucking music videos that are that are songs about the goddamn movie. Like I want to see Dokken.
We could fix the box office. We could do it. I'm just fucking telling you, we could. Ryan Reynolds style, Mint Mobile. Chalabae! I like your dog, and I want to kiss his mouth. Anesthesia story. I had my son as a semi-emergency C-section. They did the epidural. I was on the table, and they started cutting the epidural. Didn't work. They were cutting really fast. And I felt it.
God damn. God. Was your doctor? Was he the clown from Terrifier? Come on, be fair.
Actually, I was there for that, and I only had 7 Boilermakers before. It was your fault. It was your fault.
It's like, hey, doc, your breath smells like tequila. It's a lie. You're you're absolutely drunk on, you're so happy. You're so happy. I'm not drinking. You're drinking.
I'm not admitting to anything. I look like the guy from Static X right now. This fucking.
I'm not taking my hat off, dude. My hair has gotten fucking crazy.
That's wild, though. I'm so sorry. That's fucking crazy.
I count my lucky stars. I've never had to have any type of, knock on wood, surgical operations where I've had to be under anesthesia, but holy fuck, dude. That's what I seen the movie. What's that called? Awake with Hayden Christensen. That shit is fucking what I'm worried about.
Right.
I'm worried about my fucking wife trying to steal shit from me while I'm fucking I'm a ghost and I heard everything. You've been fucking Terrence Howard.
Holly, close your ears. Holly, don't listen to any of this. No, it's fine.
You've been fucking Terrence Howard, haven't you, Jessica Alba?
That shit's wild, though. Cole's Lab says, what's up, guys? A little late to the stream. You are fucking late, and you've been fined 1 demerit from the system. What have you done? A little late to the stream. I was getting my ass handed to me in Elden Ring.
Yeah, dude. Like the new DLC.
Is that a sex thing?
Crazy.
Is that where you like beat really heavy dudes with chest hair in bathrooms and you guys slap each other's dicks on their titties?
That's exactly what it is. They suck a dick at the end. No, it's like Dark Souls. It's a video game, Elden Ring. But the DLC came out. Yeah, dude, I don't have the balls or the patience to play it. So I'm glad that you get to enjoy it. I just watch other people play it. By the way, did you order? I am having a soda pop and enjoying myself. Don't rain down on my parade, mister. Did you pre-order Madden?
No, but I'm gonna because I'm getting the double package where you get the NCAA game and the other game. It's like $125, and I'm gonna fucking DDP my ass to heaven. It's gonna be the best fucking week ever. I'm so pumped about that right now. July.
Yeah. And then Katie's like, God damn, we needed that for something like for the kids. Like, fuck the kids. No. I get once a year.
Yeah, dude. Like the revenue is gonna go down in the whole households when those two games.
You know what happens?
It's gonna go down.
You gotta turn into Nicolas Cage from The Family Man. He's like, put that coat back. You're like, no.
It's not even the $125 that's going to be spent towards the game. It's going to be the lack of production out of me work wise.
Listen,
after it comes out, that's going to affect the family.
Well, that's what we have a great community around here that will support our fat asses while we do that. So that's great. And here's the other thing. But again, if you guys have never seen The Family Man with Nicolas Cage, extremely underrated movie, and actually super funny too. Like that it's I don't know if it was meant to be as funny as it came out as being, but it was like, dude, it's one of the better fucking comedies out there.
I fucking love Family Man, dude. It's so good. Jeremy Piven's in that as well. Michael Patton. I'm referring to things being woke.
Oh, about the well, here's the thing. And I mean, I'm the first one to say, fuck that woke shit. Give me a Make America Great Again cap. I'm gonna get off and fucking talk about it. But no, I will say that the thing about girls, the final girls, that's been around for a long time though. Like there always being a final girl and not a final guy. It's just been a part of the trope. I will say it's boring. I think it's a boring trend that needs to stop because it's like not interesting anymore and they just retread ground. But I don't think it has anything. I don't think it's woke because back in the day, Sigourney Weaver, Heather Langenkamp, the girl that played Kirsty Cotton, all those during that time there was no like wokeism going on. So
yeah.
But I agree, it's boring. It's fucking boring. I think that they should add some dudes and some sausages in there. Butter sausage as a final guy. But
it's all about butter sausages.
But it's but at the end of the day, I don't now if they were like saying that men are always like they can't be in this because it needs to be a strong woman and fuck men, that's different. I understand, and I understand what you're talking. There are movies that do that where they talk down to men basically, and they say that only a woman can be the strong lead. That's stupid as fucking. It's obvious, but I don't think those movies are like that. I just think
I'll tell you this: I'm really happy that the '80s started the final girl trend, because now, if they hadn't, every time you had a horror movie come, good call. But every time you had a final girl in a movie, it'd be like, see, it's this fucking woke shit. I'm not watching it. I'm gonna go to Ben Shapiro's garage. But like, yeah, it's like, no, that's.
What's Ben Shapiro talking about? He's got Charlie Kirk coming over or what?
Yeah, but like, that was nice. I think that's a cool thing that horror did. They were ahead of their time there a little bit. Where they were just doing that naturally. They're like, it's kind of cool to have the girl be at the forefront of the thing.
You know what?
A lot of other genres were doing that.
I'm going to say something, and it might be controversial, and I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm really not. But here's what I'm saying. I think that the reason why in a lot of those horror movies where you had the girl as the final survivor or the final girl, as it were, is because you would have, and again, I'm not trying to sound like a bitch. I'm really not. But you could say that a lot of people would look at a female as a weaker sex, and going up against this booger monster supernatural killer that they would not have the tools to survive, and by doing so kind of like shows that they're stronger than what they appear to be. I think it's like like they call it the fairer sex, or the what I mean. I think that's what it is. And it's back to the trope of like Beauty and the Beast kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not, and again, it sounds like a bitch thing I'm saying. It's not. I'm not saying like, oh, women are weak. Even though they are,
but that
even though they are, and they need to be in the kitchen. But I'm saying those. I think it was that's what they were going for. Like you would never expect a chick being able to survive against a big, nasty, supernatural booger monster. Like if you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have a chance to fight back, and you get it. Like,
and I like that in my action movies too. I like it when the hero is up, like it's like in Terminator 2. Like you had Arnold's huge Terminator, but they created an even more cooler, more badass version to go against because he was the underdog. You'd like to have your hero be the underdog.
Robert Patrick in T-1000.
Yeah.
Well, you like to have Robert Patrick.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Destiny Cruz says, can you guys rank Night Swim, Imaginary, Tarot, and Strangers? Because it annoys me that people are actually said Strangers is the worst one.
Who said that? Holy shit, dude.
That's fucking wild. Oh, the new Strangers movie that just came out.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
Easy fucking ranking. Number one would be The Strangers. For sure in that. The only reason people are so mad about The Strangers is because people went to see that not knowing it was a direct remake of the first one, which was one. No, it's the best one out of that.
The best one, okay.
But people just didn't know it was going to be a straight up remake of the first movie, which was a terrible idea. But the movie itself was not that bad.
Well, Damien would have made it better, and I'm only saying that because Damien asked me to say it.
I agree with that as well. Number two on that list is going to be Tarot. Because as Tarot was not a good movie by any means, but it was a fly by night, truth or dare, teen horror movie. It was whatever. Night Swim is going to come in third place there. Those are bottom of the barrel. Night Swim is third place. It's fucking terrible. It's a joke. It's an awful goddamn movie. But Imaginary is the worst.
That looked like
all
shit.
Those.
Holy
balls!
To be fair, the trailer looked fun to me. Like it looked like a stupid fun movie, like Cameron's Closet from the '80s. Like I wasn't going to take it seriously, or like Critters. Even though Critters is a superior film, Critters is amazing, but it looked like shit. After I saw more trailers, I was like, yeah, I am gonna watch Tarot though. It's on my list on Amazon.
It's not good, but it's not the worst thing ever. Like you could tell they were having fun and whatever. Like, but dude, Imaginary was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my whole life. Like it may be a top 10. Like when you exclude like Thanksgiving and like the really shitty low budget movies, when you're talking about studio movies, it may be in the top 10 of worst movies I've ever seen because it was so full of itself. It thought it was fucking, as the kids say, it thought it fucking ate, and it's fucking travesty of a movie.
What does that mean?
Kids are like, oh, he ate that, or like he thought he ate that.
Stop coming up with shit. Urban Dictionary.
All the cool shit that people say, like no.
Yeah, well, bro. You know what? I don't think that movie's tight at all. How about that?
That's just tight, dude. I fucked up. I sometimes I will fuck up, be like, that's tight, and I'm like, oh god, I'm embarrassed of myself. Great question though, Destiny. Michael just to be serious, real quick, like Holly, I'm going through stress and anxiety too. My mom is going to have spinal cord back surgery on Thursday.
That sucks,
hey,
man. I hope everything turns out okay, and you gotta stay positive about it. That's another, I'm not trying to get all, like, god damn, this apple juice is strong. I don't want to get like too serious about everything, but I've noticed like with what's been going on with me in the last few years and shit, you gotta have a positive attitude at the end of the day. Like, I mean, if you don't focus on the negative shit. Like, there's always going to be bad shit in your life for sure, and like bad things are going to happen. And it's just, I feel like there's a thing that comes to mind. You know that movie Black Hawk Down with Eric Bana, and he's like trying to, and at the end of the movie, he's getting some food, and he's talking to that dude, and he's like, "It's just war. That's what it is. It's just war." And I was like, it's just life. It's just, it comes at you. It throws you curveballs. It's just life. You know what I mean? Look for the happy stuff. Be positive about it. And the bad shit that does happen, it's life. It's part of it. But it's going to get better. It's going to be okay at the end. So it's going to be fine. I know you're stressed out. I would be too. But just focus on, she's going to be okay. It's going to be a success. And you're going to play tennis on the Wii console with her afterwards. So
no fucking notes. No fucking notes. Well, goddamn said, man. And best to you and your mom, Michael. I hope everything goes smooth, man. Don, Ron, Jim, and I. Mike missed my comment about Devil. Why don't you fucking cry about it? All right.
God damn. See what I'm talking about?
Hissy fit.
Oh shit, Don Ron. Now no one's going to your restaurant.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm sorry I missed it. But about Mike missed my comment about Devil in the White City and the game Devil in Me. I know nothing about it, but I saw a bunch of chats go up there on the side when I mentioned that book. I got it on a super buy for $2 today. I'm looking forward to it. Did they make a game off it? Is that what you're saying? Like they made a game based on it? That's fucking wild if they did. But yeah, sorry, dude. My bad. Dean Cream Twins rewatched Independence Day 1996 last night. And sorry, but I always cringe at Will Smith's over the top acting in that.
That's true. Yeah, I could see it, Dean Cream. And by the way, Dean Cream, you just look so unimpressed in your profile picture. I feel like that's what you look like after you watch Independence Day and the White House blew up. You're like, look fake. Looks fake. But no, yeah. Well,
when he saw the UFOs.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know, Dean, because would you be saying that if Will Smith hadn't been a bitch and slapped Chris Rock? You know what I mean? Like, you could look back on that movie and be like, yeah, like it was an over top performance because the movie was over the top. The whole thing was weird. And so I feel like a lot of people are going back and looking at his previous acting shticks and being like, yeah, he was an over actor. He's never really a good actor. But I think that's also been colored by the fact that he was a bitch and slapped Chris Rock. So now everything that he's done and everything he does is like under scrutiny. I think that, was he the best actor in that movie? Fuck no. Jeff Goldblum was really the hero of that movie. Jeff Goldblum was the reason why we beat the aliens. He was the guy that everybody that was it. But Welcome to Earth. But it came out in 1996. It came out during that time where it was like those one-liner macho kind of fucking sayings, and everybody was overacting.
Well, dude, when I saw Independence Day in the theater, it was the first movie experience I ever had. It was in the summer. It was hot as fuck. You go in there, air conditioned. You watch a July 4th picture that was fucking
hot time, summer in the city.
Some of them, and it looks so pretty. And then the city blows up. But the watching that, the whole crowd stood up and cheered. Like Will Smith then, like watching him now, it is over. Like, so when I go to watch like a Bad Boys movie, when I watched Bad Boys 3, I was like, ooh, I don't like Will Smith's like I'm the coolest thing that's ever been, like whole stick. But like when you watch him do it as Mike Lowry in Bad Boys, Mike Lowry. So I don't mind him doing that there. I don't like it when he's that as a person because like that's really annoying. But like at that time, we're all annoyed with like the Logan Pauls and shit of the world, but I'm sure some kids now think they're like the coolest thing ever. That's kind of what Will Smith was in the 90s when Independence Day came out. Like he was really the coolest fucking thing ever. Like Men in Black was fucking huge. He was awesome.
Fresh Prince had just ended in 94 or 93.
So
he was pretty much the same guy in Men in Black and in Independence Day. He was Fresh Prince.
Yeah, like he was the coolest thing around. So I love that version of Will Smith for that time in my life, but I can totally see why someone would be really fucking annoyed.
Yeah, well, if you watched it now, there's been like acting performances that have been off the chart amazing that we've witnessed, with in regards to like space or science fiction films like Interstellar or whatever, and you go back and you watch an alien movie and it's like boom boom pow pow, oh, you did not shoot that green shit at me. It kind of comes across as like corny, but back in the day, again, was that movie made for adults or was it made for kids? Because they sold toys and shit.
It was a bit of both. Like it kind of walked the line, but you're right. It is a little bit dated. So I totally see what you mean. Man, the machine, you keep going, you motherfucker. We appreciate you, man. We really do. He says it's like Billy Madison. Everyone pee their pants.
Yeah,
if peeing their pants is cool. Consider me Miles Davis.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard. Let's go.
That was it. That was an underrated good moment, Billy Madison, though, because like as dumb as that movie was, it showed like he's a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like
he's like
cool
who would eat 127 sandwiches? A lot. That's like, dude, that scene where Chris Farley's in the back with Norm Macdonald and the other dude, they're just eating the kids' sandwiches and shit, and they're laughing because they're high as fuck. That shit is so fucking underratedly funny, dude. And like, I didn't think of it as funny. Like when I thought it was funny when I was a kid, but I didn't understand why it was so funny because I didn't know what weed and shit was like really at all. Like why it made you like act like that. So later on, as an adult, you appreciate. Yeah, they got high as fuck, dude, and they went back there. They ate all the kids' lunches.
Man, Billy Madison was an all-time summer rental as kids in that age. Like you would rent it over and over on a summer day. You watch Billy Madison. He's like, he's like, Nudie Mac is in there. Nudie Mac is in there. Like we didn't even.
Little did Mike and I know we were watching our future unfold before it. Billy Madison.
Yeah, like we didn't even drink or anything, but it was so cool to watch these dudes just hang out by the pool all day because that's what we did. Like,
Veronica, I thank you for beating the shit out of me. No man shall take what my father has built unless that man is me. Oh, Billy, I knew you could do it. By the way, she was hot as fuck, dude. Sonya Blade.
Oh, my God.
Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah, she's amazing. She was also still hot. I know what she did last summer. Everything she's in. Underrated actress, really. Cole's Lap. I shit my shorts one time in the 4th grade in summer school. You're already in summer school.
Oh, during a test. Holy fuck, dude.
During a test. Damn. Moral of the story, don't trust the fart. Dude, that's
you
rough.
Never do. I know. Especially the older you get. Yeah. The older
I guarantee that made you a tougher man, though. I guarantee. Like, I went to summer school once, and this... Dude, the craziest story. We're running out of time, so I gotta be brief. But like, I was sitting in summer school, and I was next to this dude, and I was like, I looked at him, and he looked all weird and shit, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay, man?"
Did he show you his wiener?
No, dude, he was sweating. Oh. He was sweating, and he was doing like this shit. And I was like, "What's wrong with you, man?" He's like, he turns to me, he goes, "You know those yellow jacket pills that they sell in the gas station?" Like he's like,
generic speed.
Yeah, he's like, I took 4 of them. He was sitting there like freaking the fuck out. I was like, oh my God, you're gonna die. And I was like laughing and shit. Dude, but
that's crazy. If you guys remember back in the day, that was probably like 2000 or 2001. They used to sell shit called yellow jackets in the gas stations. It's basically generic speed. It was for truck drivers.
Yeah, I took a couple.
Yeah, well, yeah, I snorted a few. No big deal. No, I didn't, but I'm saying. But here's the thing: it's generic. It was generic speed, and it was mainly made for truckers, right? That try to pull all-nighters. But I don't think that you had to have like an ID to buy them. They were just like hanging out next to the 5-hour energy. Like kids would come in there and be like, "Yeah, I'll take one of those."
I think they still sell them, dude. I think they still don't do them.
I thought they discontinued them because they were like fucking speed.
It was fun while it lasted, but I'm telling you, when they cropped out at like noon, whenever you're eating your sack lunch in summer school, you're like,
those summer days. I remember that vodka and Red Bull and that fucking snort of a yellow jacket. Man, those were the times.
Man, us summer school kids would do anything to get high back in the day. Haven 414.
I'll be right back.
All right, opinions on Skinamarink. It makes sense because I don't think Jay watched this one. Thankfully to him, that movie is a turd on the toilet. Like, talk about a movie that like you're like, oh, you just don't get it. No, you all filmed the fucking drywall for a fucking hour and a half and like had like 2 scenes that were like scary. That was a dog shit fucking movie. I don't care how you slice it up. That was bullshit. Fuck that movie and its fucking butthole. That's what I say about Skinamarink. Skinamarink dinky fucking do you in the butthole. Daniel Toss! I don't need to watch The Acolyte. I can smell the booger flavor from a mile away. Star Wars is down bad. Last Jedi, the best thing since the Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, dude. I've never been a big Star Wars dude, but like when Force Awakens came out, I was like, this is an event. We got to go day one. Super pumped about it. But ever since then, it's just been dog poopy on a stick, you know?
I've been here for 5 fucking minutes. Don't act like you didn't see me.
I didn't know.
First off,
it's only been 30 seconds total.
I literally just said I'll be right back because I was getting more apple juice.
I didn't know.
Haven, by the way, to answer your question, no, I thought you meant like, have I ever seen Skinamark? Because I thought you were making fun of my fucking pooping my pants today. And you call it Skinamark.
That's Skinamarink.
Like Skinamarink, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. And that's fine. I haven't seen it. But I'm sorry that I'm a little angry because I thought you were making fun of my pooping my pants. Anyway, as far as the Acolyte, it sucks. Star Wars is dead. Kathleen Kennedy is stupid, and everyone's dumb at Disney. End of story. And by the way, dude, like The Last Jedi, you're right. That's how bad. You're right. That's how bad down we are. The Last Jedi is the best thing since Revenge of the Sith. Wow. Holy shit.
Wow.
But then again, I will say, I kind of like Solo. I didn't like it, but it was all right. And then
I won't even watch it.
It was all right. And then the other one, Rogue One. Rogue One was pretty good. I think Rogue One is the best thing.
The ending of Rogue One was fucking bomb.
Well, Rogue One, I think Rogue One is the best Star Wars movie that they've done, period, post George Lucas.
I thought it was pretty boring, but that ending thing with Darth Vader, oh my God, that's what they should be doing. That's the kind of shit they should be doing, you know? Oh, shit, sorry. I skipped past your poopy dupes. Wait a minute.
No, yeah, it's the other one.
Shit, fuck, fart. Lost Boy by us. It's okay.
So you're not okay.
Well,
but it's not like I thought it might be like something like it affects my health and I have to have it done.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want your wiener to look like a sandworm from Beetlejuice, I'll go for it, dude. Whatever.
Do what you want to do, but can I just recommend? Just leave it how it is, man. You're a little different. Girls like it. I'm telling you, they like it.
No, Mike. We've seen the movie Get Out
from Dr. Chalice.
People don't like different.
Leave your dick alone, bro. Leave your dick alone. DJ Grom.
Hey, thank you, man.
Thank you. He says, "Oh fuck, I forgot to mention. I also saw fucking Repo Man. I hope someday I get to say fuck you to my boss. I absolutely love the ending with Emilio. Emilio rejected the girl to go flying in the car with his friend. What a weird fun gym from the '80s and one of many."
I think I don't know if we did
Repo
Man. Did we do Repo? Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah. Because there's that one and then there's the newer one with Jude Law.
Yeah,
and what's his name? Which is a great movie too. But yeah, Repo Man is one of those movies that when you watch it, you're like, that's fucking weird, dude. But I had a good time. I had a good time at the disco hall when I watched it.
Yeah, dude, that was fun. It's an old school punk rock movie, and I saw somebody commented on that old ass video the other day, and they were like, dude, when you rewatch this movie, you get something new out of it every single time. And I love Emilio and I love punk movies, and if you're into that kind of shit, Repo Man is a really wild and fun
also
watch.
If you like those kind of movies too, you should watch, I don't know if you have seen it, DJ, Hackers is really good.
I love Hackers.
And then SLC Punk.
Punk.
Well, they both fall. I mean, they're not the same. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Repo Man is totally different, but it's like in that punkish type of or punkish type of movie. And Warriors is like that too.
Yeah, that's weird. Like Warriors, Repo Man is kind of like if Nicholas Winding Refn directed Warriors in that time period as a punk movie. It's kind of like that. Like that's a fucking weird movie.
If you look at, I think Warriors is a punk movie.
For sure.
Warriors. I think that like it literally is like how the Ramones got together.
Yeah. Warriors.
They had to fight a bunch of other bands that were trying to steal punk rock. And then they had to take on the Sex Pistols.
Thank you, DJ. That's super sweet of you, man. I really appreciate it. Daniel Torres says all-time favorites. Favorite Tales from the Crypt episode. Mine is the one with Joe Pantalonio, where he has to have the operation with the cat and gets 9 lives and then gets buried alive. Xmas one was great too.
Man, Daniel, listen, there's not one that like, and I'm gonna cheat. All right, and you know what? Technically, it's not an episode from Tales from the Crypt, but I can't. Like, there was so many good ones. I can't really think of one. I'm gonna go ahead and say Demon Night. Was what with Billy Zane? What's the whole damn goddamn motherfucking? I loved. Dude, I think Demon Night is such an underrated movie. Not only William Sadler was great as the protagonist in it. Billy Zane is great bad guy in that movie. It's a great story all around. And that could have easily aired as an episode on Tales from the Crypt. I'm glad they made it a movie so we could get like an hour and 40-something minutes. Plus, we got to see Jada Pinkett Smith pre-alopecia in panties. She's hot either way, but you know what I mean? So I'm going to pick Demon Night. Bordello of Blood sucked, by the way. That movie was fucking terrible, but Demon Night was great.
I will go with, and this, if I rewatched them all, I would probably have a different answer, but they kind of get mixed in. There was a great one with, I think, Lance Henriksen, where they were playing poker and shit. That was a good one. The one with the dude from Bill and Ted, Death, was in. William Sadler. That was a good one. But I'm just off the top of my head, I'm going to go with the Arnold Schwarzenegger episode because Arnold Schwarzenegger introduces it, and he's talking to the Crypt. He's like, "Come on, girlie, man."
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
that was cool, and it was the episode where the old ass man was in love with the younger girl like Bill Belichick, and he keeps going and having superficial surgeries done, and it's never enough for her. That was a cool, really fun episode. But I'll go with that one.
Do you guys not miss that shit? Like, dude, there was something really special about Saturday nights on HBO when there was one HBO and there weren't like 50,000 channels and it was one HBO, and you would wait and you would see, like, because Mike and I used to hang out, Spawn would come on, you know, like Spawn at like 11 o'clock, but before that even, Tales from the Crypt, that music, like it was like 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, and you don't have school the next day, and you get down and you get to watch that. Dude, it was so fun. I wish they'd do that shit back, you know, like they would have something like that again, and they don't. Like TV and movies aren't the same. They don't make shit like that anymore. They just don't, because everyone's worried about offending someone, so they can't hire. It sucks, dude, because they can't hire like up and coming directors, like horror directors, to showcase their skills, which is really what Tales from the Crypt was. It was like a chance for these up and coming directors to showcase their skills, to show horror. They can't do it because they're like, well, I want to show this. Like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that because you will offend.
I actually think that if Tales from the Crypt did make a comeback on like HBO Max, I think it would be fucking huge. I think they should really do it, especially where horror's killing it right now.
The magic is gone though. Like HBO, like don't get me wrong, I think HBO Max is cool, but I'm talking about like, remember it was just basic cable. There was no streaming shit. Blockbuster was still around. It was just HBO, like HBO, and that was it.
I'm going to say right now that this is an episode that's going to go over a little bit because we still have a whole movie review that we have to do. I'm going to take a quick pee break. We're going to go over a little bit, but not too much. Not too much.
That's all right. I just started my apple juice.
Hey, fuck yeah, let's go. But we are at Dean Cream-Betweens at 10:35 Pum.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go relieve my wiener.
Okay.
And we still have a review for the movie Watchers, 1988 Corey Haim coming up as well. I'll be right back.
All right. That's going to be the new Crypt Keeper laugh. I touched the wiener. Dean Cream Between says, thank you, dude. Says, I was feeling that way about Will Smith for a while, even before Chris Rock. Yeah, I understand. Look, some people don't like him. They never really thought he was a great actor, and that's fine. That's fair. I mean, and to be fair, I never really thought, like, listen, I didn't think Will Smith was going to win any Academy Awards, even though I will say The Pursuit of Happiness, he did a phenomenal job in that role. And I Am Legend. But I mean, I think that his best acting performance, in my opinion, was Pursuit of Happiness. That really did feel real. And I actually am shocked. Did he get a nod from the Academy for that? Because if not, he really deserved it. But yeah, I get it. That's fine. But thank you, Dean. Gary, Jay, how bad was your hangover after the last stream and you left the stream real quick? Yeah. It was bad, dude. Like I was in, like, you know, like that scene in Terminator 1 when the Terminator gets crushed by that fucking, like, that crushing machine. That's how my head felt. I was fucking, you know, like somebody yelled at me, "You're Terminator, fucker," and that was my body that night. It was bad. I was really hungover for like hours, and I was like, you know, like that thing in Eurotrip where that guy's like, "I'm never drinking again." That's exactly what I said when I woke up, and lo and behold, you're drinking again. What a dickhead I am. But yeah, it was bad. Jason Bacon, thank you so much, dude. Says new Hugh Grant A24 flick Heretic trailer. What do you say? What do you mean? I don't know. Hugh Grant A24. I love A24. Heretic trailer. I will. Is it out or is it? I don't know. I haven't seen it. If that's what you're asking, I'll ask Mike if he has, but I haven't. Cruduthan. Tim C, dude, thank you so much. Holy fuck, dude. Thank you, man. He says, hey guys, hey chat, time's running out, so real quick, please everyone, but your air condition or put your air conditioning on is what I'm assuming you're saying. Then write Al Gore letter since his crystal ball is whacked. LOL JK about the politics, but please check on your elderly relatives with this swamp butt weather. Yes, dude. Good safety tip. Thank you, Tim. 100%. The heat wave is fucking atrocious right now. That's really awesome for you to bring that up. And that's actually a really good point. Some of your elderly might not, like, you don't ever know, like they could have a hard time getting around or whatever, like make sure their air conditioning is running. I mean, we're talking like right here in Kentucky, today was like 94 and it said it felt like 96. I mean, and like the day before it was like in the 90s. Yeah, it's fucking nasty out there. Butt sweat everywhere. Just disgusting, dry ass smells in the streets of Siam. You're right, dude. Yeah. make sure you check on Pete's. And if their air conditioner goes out, get that shit fixed, or get some invest in some oscillating fans. I've got like the downstairs air conditioning is out here, so I've got to go and fix that. The capacitor's blew, and I don't know how to fix that shit because I'm dumb and I didn't go to vocation. But I will have to hopefully have that fixed. But yeah, blast that air conditioner and stay near it. It's really nasty out there. And if you don't have an air conditioner, get a job. So no, that was from I'm not being to be a dick. You guys, Double Dragon, Andy Dick. And he was like, because so if you're out there, if you have a radiation machine, stay near it. And if you don't, get a job. By the way, Tim C came in with a fucking thunder situation.
You motherfucker, you.
Yeah, and he's right. Really good safety tip. Check on your elderlies because of the heat wave.
Oh, yeah. The heat's fucking crazy, dude. Actually, we just got rain here today for the first time in forever, which I appreciate because I don't like mowing my lawn. But I haven't had to in like a week, so that was nice. But yeah, it's hot as fuck. It's hot as fuck.
And by the way, Tim, you're right. But first off, you can't speak about Al Gore that way. Don't you know he invented the internet, you slob? Come
on, Tim. Don't you dare speak another unkind word about
Hey, listen, sum up your campaign in one word. Lockbox.
3 lockbox.
Lockbox.
1, 2, 3 lockbox. Love you, Tim. Thank you, brother. You're the best, dude.
Thank you, man.
Hey, Lee. Don't worry, Jay. I was a pharmacy tech at CVS. Jay was a pharmacy tech. And a lady pooed herself and waited 10 minutes for her script in the store. We had to throw out the chair she sat in.
Listen, I was a pharmacy tech as well, and I've dealt with those junkies. I've been on the front line, my dear, and I know exactly what you're talking about. But thankfully for me, I shit in my house and let the log out in my undies here in the privacy of my home. I was not out like a heathen, shitting myself, waiting on my fucking lower tabs and my natural light. I gotta have it. Hell or high water or shit in my pants. I gotta have that natural light in my lower tabs. Bring it on.
So quick story.
She's not right. Haley's not lying because those fuckers, dude. And listen, I understand people deal with pain and it's a very serious thing. But the ones I'm talking about, it's Friday fucking night or Saturday evening. 100%. You're going to see them come through the drive-thru with their goddamn, I got my natural light. I got it right here. Milwaukee's best. And they're like, get my prescription ready. And be like, you don't want your blood pressure? It's like, no, just my prescription. When they say prescription, you know what they're talking about. They either want their Percocets, their Lord tab. I'm like, you nasty. And they're like, I also got my condoms ready to go. I couldn't. And they was like, and they're like, well, they're not ready yet because we're actually dealing with people that need their diabetic medication or whatever. I'll just wait right here. I'll wait right here. Hurry up. Like, fuck, bitch, you fucking nasty motherfucker. I hated those people, dude, because they would go to the drive-thru and then and they would just say, I'll wait right here. I'm like, can you drive around and fuck off? Because
I bet it's
people behind you.
I bet it's pretty obvious the people who have like a broken arm or like are in pain and the people who are like, I got my Def Leppard shirt on. I need my fucking low tips.
Yeah,
listen, like
the ones that look like Ben Foster from Punisher with all the piercings in his face, and he's like, I just wanted to protect somebody. Like those guys, that they're there for one thing. But the ones that come in and they're all fucked up, we always prioritize them to get them their pain meds as quick as they could. But dude, I feel like the people smelling like shit and shitting their pants. I dealt with that too.
I had a boss once. I did a job. This was the weirdest job I ever had. But it was taking drive-through orders for a fast food restaurant, but it was in a call center. So you would take the drive-through, it was for Arby's, and you would take the calls, but you would be in the call center taking them and sending them to the people. It was weird as fuck. But anyways, it was this fly-by-night fucking operation, and the lady that I hired to be the manager of us had a stinky cooch. Dude, like I'm telling you, she would wear those fucking like gym pants and shit, and like you'd be sitting down level with her vag because she was like 6'2", and she was a bitch too. But she would walk by, dude, and you could just smell dirty fish like every time she would walk by.
She was like that fucking teacher from Matilda,
dude. It was gnarly.
Cake.
Oh, it was the fucking worst. And she'd bring you in the bathroom. She'd pull you in the bathroom. She's like, and she would tell you lies, and she was compulsive lies. She's like, in like 2 weeks, we're all going to be making like $100,000 a year, right? Nice. And you'd be in there smelling her coochie, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of the bathroom. But like when she would sit in a chair, dude, when she was
Hellman's.
when she would sit in a chair and you would come in, you would have to Febreze that chair and like push it into the night because it smelled like dirty fish. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was disgusting.
Dude, like, listen, I mean, there's some people out there, like, they're bigger folk and they're really big folk, and they don't understand that they've created like a dumpster smell around them, maybe because they can't reach certain spots. But we have people come in like that, and it would literally smell like dry ass for 2 days in the fucking pharmacy. They would come in and they would stand, and they were the sweetest. Some of them were the sweetest people ever. And I feel bad even. I mean, I'm not gonna mention names, but like the dry ass smell, it was like a superpower that they had, like a mutant power,
like a dry, like a
yeah. It was like it was like yeah. During heightened moments of like stress, it like activated, and like the fucking the butt smell that would come off of them, and it would linger and it would stay. It wouldn't move. It would just stay. Yeah, like it was like a homing beacon for them. Like they could find their way back to the pharmacy if they forgot where it was.
I've been here before. Yeah, yes, I can smell it.
Yeah, but anyway, I gotta go pee, so I'll be right back.
All right, enjoy your pippa time. Enjoy your pippa time. Enjoy pippa time. Mine's Christopher Nixon. Have you seen the Repo Man, the genetic opera? Yeah, that we were talking. Jay mentioned that's the one I think with Jude Law in a minute. Or is it? No, it's not. No, there was a Repo movie. There was Repo Man with Emilio, and then there was another one that was a musical. I watched the musical one. Repo the Genetic Opera. It's a musical, but the concept's pretty cool. The Repo Man goes after people that have defaulted on payments for organ transplants. Yeah, that was actually a pretty good movie. Like, I fucking hate musicals, so like I'll never watch it again. But that was a trip. Like, if you like musicals and horror, you gotta totally watch that Genetic Opera movie. That shit was that was weird as fuck. We got a new member in Leave fucking the Machine, goddamn Bowers. Fucking welcome, dude. This is gonna be fucking cool. This is going to be cool. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, everything that the Patreon gets, the YouTube members will get as well. It's to make people comfortable. Some people don't want to do Patreon. Some people don't want to do YouTube. So we're going to have something for everybody for both. We're going to put everything on both. It's going to be fucking rad. Lee, you're too good to us, dude. You're too fucking good to us. I want to kiss your mouth with my tongue. Daniel Torres, Batman Begins or Iron Man 1? Oh, dude, it's easy. It's Batman Begins. I love Iron Man 1. And Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It's one of those few fucking roles that is that person. It will never be the same again. So, but I love Iron Man 1, but for me, it's Batman. That's actually a tougher question now that I started to think about it. But I will go Batman Begins, dude. Because Batman Begins, it's almost underrated because of what came after. So you forget how great it was. Let me ask you this, Jay. Batman Begins or Iron Man 1? Daniel Torres asked.
Iron Man 1. Just because of what it set in motion. I think that Iron Man 1 was the first type of movie that came out when it came out that you'd never seen it before, and it set in motion the entirety of the MCU. Like you never seen a film that had like an ensemble cast that was going to follow it. You know what I mean? Like Batman Begins was a great movie, and it was definitely the reset that we needed after the shithole of Batman and Robin. But I think that even if it could have been any Batman movie, would have been better than what Batman and Robin gave.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could have been a lukewarm, mediocre type of Batman movie, and people would say it's way better than Batman and Robin.
It's a great question. I went Batman Begins, but like I don't feel like there's a wrong answer there. Like I don't. Mine's right, but I don't think there's a wrong answer there. Leave the Machine Bowers! Yes, I made it in the club.
Hey,
my boys love they deserve. He joined the YouTube.
Thank you, dude. Holy fuck, dude. We like to see it. Lee, thank you, man.
Nah.
God, I can't wait to grab your dick and suck on it. What?
I mean, like twist it.
I can't do that. That's crazy.
God damn it.
That came out of my mouth. It's too hot for that.
Sweetheart Lee. We love you, dude. And this brings us to leave it to Lee to usher us in. Usher us in sweetly and softly. He also says, Loomis, roast me. I dare you.
Fine. You look like an out-of-work artist that's hooked on goddamn phonics that also has a drinking problem. That's not even your backyard. You hop the fence and try to take a photo like, look, I'm doing good, to send to your mom and dad.
We all know you live in a Clacton.
You look like an out-of-work porn star.
Thank you, Lee. And DJ Graham with another fucking super chat.
DJ.
Thank you,
Holy
brother.
Shit, dude.
He says,
When I was a kid, I sharted my pants in the
That's
car
fun.
on the way to the Valley Fair and had to walk through crowds
Oh
of
my
people
God, dude.
who
Oh
were
my
probably
God.
smelling it. I didn't care. I just wanted to get on the rides. I think I got a water ride to Washington.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's taking a bad situation, turning it upside down, and finding the silver lining without Jennifer Lawrence Silver Linings Playbook. That's great, dude. Yeah,
That's a
because
free
DJ was like, DJ's like, listen, I shit my pants. What can I do? I can't do anything. I'm in public. I'm at a theme park or an amusement park. I just got to go with the flow and get to a goddamn water ride. And you did. And you're right, dude. That's so, dude, you should write a book like Life Hacks, How to Deal with Shitting Your Pants, Chapter 1. If you're at a theme park and then you go through, like, you got to find a water ride so that the jets can wash out the crack. And, like, it's going to smell like chlorine. Great stuff.
You
dude.
imagine being the dude that went down the water slide after him. You're like, what the fuck? It's going in your
No,
mouth.
dude, because he's right, though. Because the
splash
jets are shooting and the chlorine, like nothing left behind, dude. Like washing away the evidence as you go. That's awesome, DJ. Fuck yeah, dude. That's like confidence.
That's so smart, dude.
I know, dude. And
If
he
you're
was
gonna
a
shit your
kid.
pants anywhere, you should shit your pants.
Yeah,
in a
dude. And he was a
fucking
kid.
water
Like
park.
he was like, I don't give a fuck. Because you're like one of them Bebe's kids. We don't die, we multiply.
Yes. You're on the slide and you're just spreading them a little extra just to get it out. I mean, I
That's
gotta
so
go there all
smart, dude.
night.
You can literally, yeah, and you got a little extra turd, and you're like, and that comes out and just flies away.
The motherfucker that went behind you totally got dysentery.
Yeah,
but
he
like,
got that
you're
in the face, but dude, your crack is clean.
good.
This house is clear.
Lee the Machine says, well, you say I'm a stripper because of my name, Loomis.
Obviously, and also because I looked you up on LinkedIn. It's listed. Like you're proud of that shit.
Literally that shit. Okay, so we got it. We got to do a movie review tonight. We're gonna do this movie review for our buddy Joe Valentine. We have a tier on our Patreon and now on our YouTube membership where you can get a movie review by us.
Joe's in here, so sorry, man, it's taking so long. I hope.
Was Joe here? I didn't see it.
Yeah, Joe was here.
Oh
yeah.
Fuck yeah, Joe! It's good to see you, buddy. This movie's called Watchers. And there's a movie that just came out called Watchers, so it gets kind of confusing. But this is a 1988 film. I'll pull up the picture for you guys here so you know what we're talking about. This movie, Corey Haim, right? Michael Ironside, and I didn't know it was on Blu-ray or whatever. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna buy it, so it's fine.
I didn't know this, but it was it was a movie based on a novel by Dean Koontz.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. Like I guarantee you the Dean Koontz novel was a lot better than what we got. But
that's the thing. So if you guys have seen Man's Best Friend, fucking badass movie, Lance Henriksen, awesome movie. You got a dog. Okay. And there's an explosion at this factory that's doing these crazy tests and military tests. And a genetic dog escapes that they've been doing testing on that has like super dog powers. It can understand. Yes, where he came from, actually.
Yeah,
he escapes, but also what escapes is another creature that it's not really tied to any specific
XCOM.
animal or whatever. Yeah, it's
XCOM.
like XCOM, and it's like it's kind of like in that Chuck Norris movie. I forgot the name of it, where like a super. It's like it kind of looks like one of the Sleepwalkers if it fucked a werewolf.
Oh, doing the monster itself.
Yeah, the monster.
No,
itself.
dude. When I listen, and they were smart around this movie, they tried to play around. They didn't want to show the audience exactly what it looked like because it looked like shit. You know what it looked like? It looked like the goddamn troll from Ernest Scared Stupid. Boy, I sure hope you're from Keebler. When I saw it, it's like, how about a bumper sandwich, booger lips? It looked like a fucking. It looked like if you guys have seen the troll in Ernest Scared Stupid, that's the monster creature that's running around chasing the dog, trying to get to Corey Haim.
Yeah,
boy, I sure hope you're from Keebler.
That's how it works out, though. So the dog escapes, and it finds this young boy, Corey Haim, who, by the way, he's not that young because he's going over to his girlfriend's house, and he's meeting her in the barn, and he's touching her titties all over the place. All right, they're making out, and they're the sounds are gross. Yeah. He's touching her titties, but then the demon comes to the barn, and it kills the dad, and it's a crazy thing. But basically, what it comes down to is Michael Ironside's character is hired by the company that creates these things, and he's sent to bring the creature back. Now the creature they're meant to be military devices.
Yeah,
so
they're like killing machines that have been built by the NSO or National Security Office or whatever.
Yeah, so they want to send the killing machines out instead of soldiers. That's the idea. But these creatures have this thing where the dog that they're paired with, they always want to find and kill the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing has it's honed in on this golden retriever with superpowers, and it wants to kill it. That's its only job, to kill it.
It wants to find out the secret to Bush's baked beans.
yeah,
that's what it is. The goddamn golden retriever, I'll never tell. It knows.
It's 100%. So you really have like several different genres and movies like wrapped into one tortilla, and it's kind of like the story is really good. Like actually, the story is really fucking good, dude. Like the story is good.
Yeah,
listen, story.
I think
execution.
Yeah, well, listen, I think it's a good introductory type of horror movie for young people that watched. Maybe it was their first time ever watching a horror movie, and they're like, oh, like it's like a gateway drug for other horror movies. Because it's got like the kid element to it where it's like it's not too over the top and crazy. It's very simple, a boy and the dog, and then the monsters hunting them through the woods, and the dog is super smart and can play Scrabble. Okay. Michael Ironside is fucking badass. I love Michael Ironside. To me is the best part of the movie, not Corey Haim. Michael Ironside is, I always thought Michael Ironside is one of the best underrated villains of any type of, he could play that shit with his eyes closed. He's so good.
Yeah. So ketchup popsicle to one and white gloves.
Show.
Yeah.
Ketchup popsicle. Yeah. But no, yeah. At the end of the day, they goosebumped the fuck out of this movie before Goosebumps.
Dude, it was so fucking.
Yeah, it's exactly. If thump 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 thump. If that came on at the beginning, I feel like this is exactly what a Goosebumps episode would be like. They could shorten the bitch down by an hour and have a 30-minute Goosebumps episode.
100%,
and it would be called "It Came from Lab 3." Like that could be the name of the Goosebumps episode. But at the end of the day, yeah. But it's a good if you got kids or something and you're like, I don't want to scare them and like really fuck them up with like something like Nightmare on Elm Street or Hellraiser.
Not fuck them up.
Yeah. Well, definitely show them Hellraiser. Or like maybe you want them to like. I personally would probably recommend Poltergeist. I think that's the best introductory horror movie for like someone like 10 or 11. Yeah, 10 or 11 years old to actually get them into horror movies. But this movie's not bad either because, again, it's a simple story. A boy and his dog being hunted by a monster. There's some cool gore effects in it. Not really great, but they're not bad. And again, Michael Ironside is a great antagonist throughout the entire time. And it's like you could see from fucking page 1 and line 1 of the script that he's going to fucking betray everybody. The way he's like, oh, yeah, I love predators.
But there is a twist in there. I won't say the twist because I know a lot of people probably haven't seen it. There's a really cool twist that happens with that.
I knew, but dude, when it was mentioned, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, it actually surprised me. I was like, "Oh my goodness, yes!"
Oh, is this nougat? I didn't know.
But yeah, no. So like literally, the story is really fucking cool, and it could have been an '80s classic. It really could have been, but it was filmed really, really shittily, man. Like, number one, the biggest problem with the movie is you don't almost ever see the fucking monster. Like
it looks like shit,
right? Like, and you could tell that they, to their credit, they did a practical effects thing. Like this thing had his big suit on. It was this big.
Just because they put Warwick Davis in a fucking troll costume doesn't mean it looks good.
Yeah, but like it would run around and it would do shit. But you would just see like its paw like break a window or something. You would see it from like a first person view, and you never actually got to see it. And you knew it was because it definitely looked like shit. It's like that movie. I forget the name of it. Mimic or some shit where they never showed it.
Well, again, it works sometimes for certain horror movies where you only see glimpses of the creature or the monster.
Yeah,
like I think that people were saying the new Godzilla movie worked really well in the theaters. The one that was made for like almost peanuts that did really because you don't see Godzilla.
They showed him in that. So
no, they showed him. I thought they only showed him at the end, but they only show like glimpses of him.
Oh no, you see him.
Okay, well then, okay, fine. Cloverfield. We only see glimpses of the monster.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, yeah, in this movie, there was something about like, and I know I'm gonna like, dude, I know it sounds like I'm gonna sound like a dickhead. I don't think people look back fondly on Corey Haim and Corey Feldman in a lot of ways, and they say that everything they did were somehow a classic movie just because they were a part of that crew in the 80s. I don't think Corey Haim didn't do anything special in it. Like Corey Haim was the same guy that he was in like Lost Boys or something, like he didn't really have his acting ability. And again, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, and I'm not saying anything negative necessarily against him, but him and Feldman, they had a one-note type of acting ability, and they did that. They were good-looking boys, and they relied on that, and then they did the same kind of like, okay, well, he's the same kid that he was in Lost Boys, or he's the same kid that he was in that one movie where he steals the race car with Corey Feldman.
I think
I wasn't really tied to like, again, to say it's a classic movie just because Feldman or Haim's in it, it's kind of a stretch. I wouldn't say it's a classic.
I definitely, it's not anywhere near classic.
No, I know that you didn't say it, but some people would say, well, it's a fucking classic. I don't think it's a classic at all just because they were in it, or one of them was in it.
But I do think Haim was really good in it because
he was all right.
It was perfect for that. He was just like this little punk kid who was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this happening.
To be fair,
like a young Keanu kind of thing he had going for him.
I don't know. I mean, Keanu is
Keanu. But I thought Corey Haim was really good.
Well, here's the thing. Corey Haim, I think Corey Haim's best performance, in my opinion, was Silver Bullet. I think Corey Haim pulled that shit off perfectly because he was like, some would say Lucas, but I would say Silver Bullet just because he's a kid in a wheelchair and he has to deal with I think he did. But anyway, this movie, I mean, again,
his mom was hot though.
Huh? Oh fuck, dude! Hot. And and there's one scene where he's like in the hotel with his shirt off, and she's like, "Good night, honey." I'm like, we're getting ready to get some like fucking. This not my mom, because she is hot as yeah. And I had to look her up. I was like, damn. But yeah, at the end of the like, I don't know, dude. Like for me, Michael Ironside was the best part of the movie.
He was,
and even then, there was parts of it I was like, oh my God, just get fucking to it. And then the end of the movie, I'm like, that's fucking it. Oh
yeah, dude. Well,
like what the fuck? That's it. They ran out of money.
This movie had trouble with money. Like you could fucking tell. Like from the get up of the actual beast or whatever.
Well, the end of the movie, the I can't say what's happening because I want some of you guys should have never seen it. There's the very end of the movie though, after a climactic scene, and then something happens and it's kind of dramatic, and then it's like, oh, we gotta go, and then it just fucking ends. I'm like, where's the fucking next scene?
Yeah, well, dude, the dog, they did a really good job with the dog, except it was kind of weird. Like sometimes I was like, is that dog a prosthetic? Because the dog, like, it was smart as shit. Like he could be like, hey, go downstairs and find some hot dogs. And the dog would like go downstairs. And by the end of the movie, the dog is communicating through Scrabble. Like you see its paw hit the Scrabble board and like move the words over. It's like, I go because me put you in danger.
God, he's so smart. He can answer with one bark for no and two barks for yes.
It's a cool story. Like it's cool. It's very man's best friend in that way, which I dug. Like I like the dog, but it was so funny, dude. They had one scene where the beast attacks and the dog has to escape through a window. Yeah. And they just clipped to a scene of this golden retriever falling in the air. You shot, and the golden retriever's like, oh.
Yeah, they backdraft that shit. They backdrafted. It was backdraft. Where's the explosions in the fire?
It was so bad.
Well, here's the thing. It was, I don't think it was considered low budget, but it felt low budget as fuck. Oh, yeah. It felt like a made for TV movie, even for 1988. It felt like it would be made for TV. The acting was fine. It was passable. The story was okay.
Danny said, tell that bitch to make me some blueberry pancakes.
That's what he should have said when he was laying in the hotel room with the shirt off. Make some blueberry pancakes, Mom. But no, yeah, at the end of, by the way, there was something sexual, like, because remember that part where he's like, oh, what do you think I've been sneaking out all this time? And she's like, remind me to spank you. I'm like, that's weird. Why would you say that? That's weird.
Norman Bates, you gonna fuck your mom?
No, man? But I was like, why would you say that? Like, that's already an overly sexual thing, and that boy is 18 years old. You're gonna spank your 18-year-old son with his shirt off? That's weird.
It's kind of weird.
I mean, this is before Pornhub.
You know what got on my nerves though, dude, that I could not stand. That it was actually like it was the guillotine for the movie for me. Because I like the story, I like Corey Haim, I love the dog story. The monster was really bad. But the thing that kills the movie for me that makes it unrewatchable is the fucking score.
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh dude, the score was really bad. Yeah,
fucking annoying. And it's one of those movies like where you have a hard time watching it because the score is constantly super blaring and it's a really, really cheap score. It sounds like the score to the South Park dudes did that movie, the opera, The Cannibal, the musical. When it's like da, 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 da. And the whole fucking movie, the score's like da, 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 da.
Yeah, it sounds like what would happen if kids take drugs. Like if they made a quick little film to show kids at the Dare program, and they would put that score over it. This is what happens when Tommy smokes weed. Like,
Dude, it took me out. I could not. I was so ready for it to end just because of the score alone.
Well, I also thought, listen, I thought the plot was predictable. I thought the acting was decent. I thought the effects were shit. I think that the lighting was awful. The score was terrible. For me, the movie is probably a 4.5 to be fair. And I would never, I could understand that this movie would be nostalgic for some people because if you're younger, you grew up in the 80s, it might have been one of your first horror movies you rented. You know, maybe you'd be like, I like Lost Boys, and you saw him on the cover, and you're like, I'm going to check that out. And you're like, I liked it, but you really didn't. When you got older, you're like, this movie sucked. That happened with me when I was younger. I used to think a movie called Split Second was fucking awesome. And I watched it recently, and
Free Jack was the same, too.
Yeah, it sucked bad. I was like, I can't believe I was that stupid.
Yeah, but I will say I'm happy as shit to have watched it, and I do think, and it's interesting to learn it's a Dean Koontz novel because that makes total sense. If you like creature features, it's a must watch. If you really like creature features,
yeah, you really have to like creature features.
To add to that, I did like Corey Haim as the lead. I did like the dog. I love the story. It's kind of like that movie, the Stephen King movie Night Flyer. Where
that movie's really good though.
That movie's better, yeah. But like in the same way that it's like. If you like Night Flyer, like you could probably get some enjoyment out of watching Watchers, like for sure.
I mean, if you had to pick though, pick Night Flyer.
I would too, but I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5.5. I'll give it a 5.5. I dug the story. I dug the twist. I like the actors. They just really fucked up on the monster, really bad, and the score was so obnoxious. I just wanted to fucking stick my face in an oven and cook it like a biscuit.
Yeah, and we know how that turns out. You're not going to look pretty for sure at prom, but I will. Like again, I'm not shitting on anybody's Joe or what. If you like this movie, man, like that's cool. I like Masters of the Universe, and I know a lot of people think that movie fucking blows. I have movies that I love that I grew up watching, and no matter what people say, I think they're great.
It's a nice companion with the movie Bad Moon. The werewolf movie Bad Moon, that would be a neat double feature to watch for sure.
I'm trying to think. There's a horror movie I personally like, and I know people fucking hate it. And it's an older
Touch
one.
Me Tender, Touch Me Sweet.
That's a great one. I like the sequel better. I like Come Me Harder, Come Me Fast. But
Me Down, Steve.
That's the third one. We didn't know that was in Taiwan that they released that. But either way, great choice. And Mike's right. I would not have remembered or thought to watch this. But it's funny because I remember the cover of that movie I remember seeing it a lot when I was a kid. Because I used to frequent the horror section at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video, whatever video store I was in. You'd walk through the horror section, and I always saw that cover was. I remember the cover. Is that weird how VHS covers had such a impact on your life because they actually gave a fuck about cover art, and they actually thought like, hey, you know what would be really cool if we make a cool cover art to bring people in so they might pick up the case and read what it's about. You know what I mean? And now
that's how it was.
Standard shit now.
When you go to, I pitched a website, a written series about like cool, great cover art, terrible movie, because like you're right. When you would go to the movie store back in the day and you didn't know shit about shit, and there was no Twitter or no news articles or whatever, your job was just basically to look in the horror section, pick a movie based on the cover. So you would watch so many shitty movies based on their cool ass fucking covers.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that was a whole thing. Dale Torres says, but by the way, I just want to say, Joe Valentine, thanks for your Patreon, dude. Thanks for the, again, never would have watched it if it weren't for you. Happy as shit to have it in the repertoire. Even though we didn't love it, I'm really glad as shit to have watched it.
And just because if we review a movie and we don't like it, it doesn't mean that we think you're a bad person and you're not going to get into heaven. You're probably not, unless you're fucking wiener.
If you're watching this show, you're probably
unless you're wiener circumcised, you're not getting in. It's just not going to happen.
That explains our friend's choice.
Thank you, Joe.
Dick chopped. But yeah, thank you, Joe. You're a cool dude, man. We really appreciate you and your support. Dan Torres says, banquet meals or hot pockets?
Hot pockets. Banquet meals are they take too long to make.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. We grew up in a time of TV dinners, and like I fucked up some when I was supremely poor back in the day. I ate a lot of banquet meals, but when I was growing up, my dad always got Hungry Man's. You remember Hungry Man's?
Yeah, they still sell those. They're good, but they just take too long.
Dude, not just that, but look at the fucking nutritional facts on that. A Hungry Man meal will literally murder you. Like that's worse than drinking, doing drugs, anything.
The sodium is what the Andre the Giant would have.
Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck.
It's like 100%. It's like 100%. It's like, hey, how much sodium did you have for today. It's like enough for a year in one meal.
You remember Kid Cuisines? You remember those? They had like a penguin on the package, and they always had a brownie. What I like to do was not cook the brownie, because when you microwaved it, it would cook the brownie. I would take the brownie out, and then it's just like chocolate pudding. That shit was good.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
But then you cook it, it get nasty.
Well, here's the thing. Banquet meals, or AKA a Hungry Man or whatever, again, they take too fucking long, and they're really bad. I'd rather have a Hot Pocket any day of the week. Also, Hot Pockets, you can get the fucking pizza. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want the pizza? I mean, I hate. Look, to be fair, I know people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I don't like ham and cheese. I know ham and cheese is like a lot, like the main popular.
I'm not a big,
but it's not. It's not for me. It's the goddamn pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. Okay,
dude. Kyle fucking Green. All right, changed my entire life force about Hot Pockets.
When he put his dick in your mouth.
Yeah, tasted pepperoni.
Taste
but
the rainbow.
I went over his house one day. He was like, "Watch this shit." He cooked 2 pepperoni Hot Pockets at the same time. All right, cooked them. Took them out, put them on a plate, and he mushed them up and just made like a big pizza pie. And then he took a fucking thing of salt and like covered them in salt. Dude, it's one of the tastiest things I've ever eaten in my fucking life. It was so good. It was so fucking good.
You just matched the Hungry Man fucking sodium.
Oh yeah, it's terrible for you, but it was really fucking good.
Here's what you do: a Hot Pocket pepperoni, and you get some ranch dressing because you're fat, and you just eat that shit. That's how you do it.
That's tasty too. That's not a mistake at all. Leave the machine. At least you didn't poop your bed like Amber did.
Oh, yeah, dude. I know. I would have really hated my wife if I was just like, I'm going to leave one really quick. I'm going to try to press this part, and then I shit my pants, and I leave a turtle in the bed. Because I don't wear pants when I go to bed. I wear, like, I'm in my boxers. So if I shit the way I shit today, a turd would have rolled out on the bed. I would have had to wake her up and be like, oh, fuck, naked? Baby. Huh?
You sleep naked?
No, I sleep in my boxers, but it would have come out through my. It would have. It would have been. It was a.
I can't sleep naked, dude, because like the sheets rub against my dick, and
I want to sleep naked, but I'm fat and overweight. I can't. I don't look like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport. I mean, everybody wants to look like that, but I don't look like that yet.
I'm on my fucking way though.
No, but I mean, if I had left, I would have been like, honey, I can't believe it. The dogs pooped in the bed.
It's disgusting.
Clean that up.
It literally has the corn from the burrito you ate last night in it. You're like, that dog must have got a hold of my burrito. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. Robert Barker, I work with mentally disabled adults. Oh, I didn't know that we worked at the same place. Had one client trail shit from the hall to the stall.
Damn, dude.
Shit from ass to toes. Cleaning him up was an adventure. You're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, good for you. I mean, well, you know, to be fair, that is a actually honorable job that you have, and bless you for it, because a lot of people don't have the mental prowess to do a job like that, because it's very rarely rewarding, and it's a lot of work. And so thank you for being there for those kind of people. And I do feel awful for those kind of people. And so thank you for being that kind of guy. But yeah, as far as like doing that, fuck that. And as far as being an adventure, you're right. I can't do it.
Your face.
No, I said no. Fuck that. Right. I couldn't do it. I'm not that tight. But you are, and thank God for people like you, because they need them. But I mean, yeah, like if this was my day one and I got hired to do that, and that happened, I'd be like, fuck you. I'm taking unemployment. And I'm saying you fired me. And cleaning it up was an adventure. Yeah, you probably had to have a map and like a water hose or whatever you use.
The map. That's the kind of Tuesday. It's like 11:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, and you just look down and you see the trail of shit, and you just go, "Fuck me."
Yeah, dude. Like, that's probably the worst day, dude. You're like fucking shit, dude. Like, I mean, I haven't even got a haircut.
It's probably
in like 3 weeks, and now this motherfucker is gonna leave me a trail of goddamn poopy pebbles.
Of course, it would happen today. It would happen today.
But yeah, but you know what? They don't know. They don't know any better. So.
Yeah. You're doing Lord's work, Robin. Appreciate you. Gary says, Mike, I had to watch Speed after what you said last stream when Jay left. It was funny. I don't specifically remember.
No, because Gary said you got off. He goes, how was your hangover? Because you got off the stream so fast last time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, Gary.
You were like, I'm fucking drunk.
Yeah, I was showing you the proper plot for Speed 2. High cruise.
It's like Harry. He's I think I know what you're talking about, because he's like, I'm gonna go home, have some sex. He's like, Harry, you're gonna go home and throw up. He's like, yeah, well, that'll be fun too.
I was turning into a vampire, aka werewolf, whatever you want to say. I had to get off of here.
Love Art says, hey, it's love being artistry. I know you on Twitter, you fuck. Just changed my name, sending my love, and wanted to say I can't wait for Heart Eyes, Devin Sawa, and Jordana Brewster cast. Dude, I love Devin Sawa. I will support anything that dude's in. He's a good actor.
Yeah, Devin Sawa is really good. I really liked him a lot. I mean, I especially liked his precognitive abilities in that movie where he was like on a plane and he warned everyone and they didn't believe him.
I think that was Spice World.
Spice World, yes.
Spice
You're
World
right.
was
A very
like
a movie that's unheralded.
Is Jordana Brewster still acting? That's crazy. I had no idea.
Well, here's the thing. Devin Sawa is weird, dude. Like Devin Sawa looks like he smells like pee, but I would love to talk to him.
You think he's ripped, dude?
No, he's great, but he looks like he smells like pee.
That's so weird. Like that. But
I'm just saying.
Sometimes I make the same distinctions with people. I'm like, you look like you smell like a fruit roll up.
Well, I'm just saying, if I walked around him, I'm like, you smell like pee. But you're a good actor.
Lee the Machine says, "Oh, okay." So we read that one. All right, I was going backwards a little bit there. Devin Sawa looks like he smells like pee. I wish I could go back and rename these streams. That's what I would name it.
Like again, I think Devin's a good guy. All right, I'm not like dog shitting on him. I'm just saying that there's certain people that look like they smell like that.
DJ, you fucking fuck. Thank you, man. Again, he says, yo, speaking of Corey Haim, I recently saw him and Peter Weller in a movie called Firstborn. I think the opening credit said introducing, and that was the youngest I'd seen Haim in a role. Also, never thought I'd see a coked up Alex Murphy.
Did you watch RoboCop? I'm surprised that Alex Murphy wasn't already fucking on coke. Yeah, well, you're right. Well, first off, he had to be on coke to transfer departments to the fucking shittiest one that he could get. Because I think I'm TJ Laser, you fucking asshole. You got a fucking family to provide for. You just go transfer to the worst part of Detroit.
Yeah, dude. That dude was on so much coke when he was like, "Is it the movie?"
Yeah, dude, you had to be on coke or like in egomaniac levels of Patrick Bateman to be like, I think I'm a fucking superhero. I'm gonna go to the worst department in Detroit and fuck shit up. What an asshole.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe
that's true. I mean, I think that Alex Murphy was very selfish. Very selfish.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Corey Haim. The first time I ever got introduced to Corey Haim anything was Lucas, and he was young in that. Like he was like what 12 or 13. Yeah. So I never heard of the one you're talking about, but
him and Jonathan Brandis, man, real sad fucking stories. Like that whole thing. Just
dude, Jonathan Brandis, man, holy shit. I think Jonathan Brandis. I mean, not only like Sequest. Never Ending Story Part 2,
Sidekicks,
and Sidekicks. Dude, that kid, like he had it, dude. I think that Jonathan, he could have done something really cool. I mean, it sucks to. I mean, again, it's like that's how life is, dude. It takes some of the best away and leaves some of the worst parts of society around. It's weird.
And I also think Haim could have had a very Emilio kind of career too.
You know what I feel bad about Haim though?
Like Repo Man and shit like that, like Living Dead type of shit. Like Haim could have been fucking huge.
Well, here's the thing about Haim. I feel, man, and I hate to say this, but I wish that he had a better friend than fucking Feldman, because and listen, I know that might be a controversial statement, but if you look at the two Coreys, it was obvious to everybody that Feldman was trying to make him look like shit. You know what I mean? Like I think Haim came in with good intentions to be like, we're buddies and we're going to film a show about us being buddies. Feldman's whole goddamn goal was to make him, Haim, look like shit, the junkie strung out fucking loser that he had to take care of. And look at my beautiful hot wife and this loser I had to take care of. I feel like that was like the goal all along, because Feldman was always jealous of Haim. He was always jealous of Haim. And by the way, that house that they shot in wasn't even fucking Feldman's house. They shot in a fucking made up house to make him look like so successful, and then his loser friend shows up and knocks on the door, like, "Can I move in with you?" And I think Haim just went along with it because he's like, "Man, I just want to hang out with my friend." And I don't think he even understood what was going to happen, like the way he was going to be presented made look like shit. And Feldman comes out later on and says all this bullshit about like, "Oh, Haim," and dude, like, you got to take everything Feldman says with a grain of fucking salt. Did you see his Good Morning America dance routine? You got to be careful with a guy like that. That guy looks like he escaped from Bellevue.
I'm the comeback
like,
king.
Yeah, the motherfucker looks like he escaped from Bellevue and thinks that he is Michael Jackson. But my point being is, like, I feel like Haim, bad shit happened to him and Feldman for sure. But I feel like Haim can't even rest in peace in a lot of ways because people are still trying to butt fuck his fucking name like to get ahead. And I don't feel like Feldman's any exception. I feel like he was doing the same goddamn thing.
I felt weird about Feldman going back and like monetizing the horrible things that may or may not have happened. It was kind of fucked up.
I think Feldman saw some shit, and I'm not saying that he didn't, and I'm not saying that he didn't experience abuse. Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like he's also a goddamn He's a leech, dude.
Opportunist.
You know, he's an opportunity. I would never, like, if Mike Dyson, I would never, at least in public, try to make money off his name. I would do it in private.
Yeah, you should. I hope you do. Do it.
No, but I would never like shit on their fucking name. Like, he's not here to defend himself. You know what I mean? And like, oh, I'm gonna hide all this stuff behind a book, and then you gotta buy my book.
You gotta buy it,
and you gotta buy my pay-per-view, and I'm gonna tell it. You know, fuck you, dude.
It's happening.
You're monetizing abuse. You're monetizing
in real time.
Yeah, you're monetizing. Like, just say it.
Dude, I think you're 100% right. I totally agree with that. I think putting on a show about abuse is kind of fucked up and weird. Like,
yeah, like that Josh guy. Josh was Drake and Josh. Whatever. I mean, I'm sure he got paid to be on the documentary, but the fact is, he came on and said who the fuck it was.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't this whole build up. I'm trying to sell tickets to my show.
Yeah. No, I think you're 100% right about that. Actually, like that's the way I read it too. Thank you, Mark, for the YouTube. Appreciate you. Is that Chris Benoit? Surely that's not Chris Benoit. That would be fucking weird. Jay, is that Chris Benoit?
No, dude, that's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, it's. Oh my God, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Stunning Steve Austin. That's
holy
what he's going by,
shit,
Stunning
fuck.
Steve Austin.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Dude,
I thought it was Chris Benoit. That's
no,
really
dude. Did you guys ever think about that? In the WCW, they had Stone Cold. They had Stunning Steve Austin, and they got rid of him because they thought he had no talent.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Hey,
what
appreciate people.
Well, here's the thing: if Stunning Steve Austin in the WCW had the turnaround and become Stone Cold in the WCW, would the WCW survive with Stone Cold?
It's dead.
I think so.
Yeah, dude.
Because you have Sting, you have the Crow Sting, Stone Cold, and Hollywood Hogan. Oh my God!
No, you got a point there. You got a good fucking point there. Lee the Machine says, before y'all go, what are your thoughts on Robert Englund and John Carpenter getting the Star of Fame? Yeah, that just came out.
Overdue.
Honestly, both of them. It's
overdue.
Specifically, Carpenter, it's overdue.
Well, yeah. Well, it's always, and it's weird. Hollywood has always looked down on horror, I think, and they, in the same way they look down on comic book movies. They look down on. They don't feel like horror movies can be art or it can be like anything more than just like cheap thrills and popcorn movies. So
yeah,
but obviously, what Carpenter, like fucking John Carpenter, do? Like, are you serious? Like what he's done, like Halloween, and then you look at Wes Craven with Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream. They reinvented industries.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that they're getting it. They're getting that at the same time, though. Like I kind of dig that. That's pretty neat, for sure. Thank you, Lee. You're the fucking best, dude. Jason Bacon.
Oh yeah, he mentioned this earlier, and I didn't know what he was talking about.
Oh, new A24 flick starring Hugh Grant from duo that wrote A Quiet Place. Just dropped the first trailer. It's called Heretic, and it looks creepy as fuck. So
that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, before we got so far behind in the stream, we were maybe going to watch that tonight. Maybe watch it, put it on the Patreon or something like that at this point. But that sounds fucking cool, man. Like I'm totally stoked. I think
we're at the record for longest live stream tonight.
I think I do believe. I think we went 4 hours once.
Oh yeah,
I do think we went 4 hours once. But yeah, we'll definitely cover that in some way or fashion. Tim, you fucking
damn it, dude!
What the shit, fuck, Dan?
When I see Tim at $100 dono and Amber Turd's name mentioned, we have to stop and look.
That's an unholy triumvirate right there, Tim. That's a fucking super sweet super chat, and we really appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Sincerely, thank you.
Dude.
He says, speaking of Amber Heard, I read an article that she is living in Madrid now.
I read that too.
Guys and gals, she is a deplorable human fucking being. But true. Jesus fucking Christ, she's in great shape, expensive look, and sexy as fuck. Just that's what gets you though, right, Tim? That's what gets you.
Tim,
like look at her.
Listen, do you guys remember those comic book Marvel cards, like the metal ones? Back in the 90s that you would get and would
Marvel
have like
masterpiece, dude.
Marvel masterpieces, and you look back and they would have like they would have power level and all that stuff, but they would also give you a quick description. So if you pulled a card like Marvel Masterwork of Apocalypse, you could read how powerful that he was and how cool his powers were, but you could read how diabolical and evil that he was. Tim just gave us a Amber Turd Masterworks Marvel card. He gave us the power level of sexiness, but also the evil, diabolical turd situation that you could find yourself in by putting your wiener in that. Now, would I do it? Yes. But that's only because I would be down on my luck and I'd be like, I have nothing to lose. Because what are you going to steal from me? Nothing. I'd be like that security guard in X-Men 3. In X-Men 3 when he was like, keep it up, bitch. I will spray you in the face. I don't have nothing. I don't care. But yeah, Tim, you are correct. She is in great shape. She is sexy, but she is evil as fuck. Buyer beware. Dude. Buyer beware of what you buy.
It's legitimately tough, dude, because not just her now or her in the ward, or her with the red hair in the Aquaman movies. Like, you get it. Like, you get it. Like, you look at Johnny Depp, you're like, I understand, bro. Like, that's rough. That's rough sledding. That is a tough. Like, there's some things that are just hard to say no to. Like cracking a beer at noon on a Tuesday. Sometimes it's hard to say no to. And if you look at her, that's why the Antichrist is going to be in the form of a woman. Like, Jesus Christ, man. You're rough.
Right. I feel like if Johnny Depp had shared his seed with Amber Heard and she had become pregnant,
I understand.
Antichrist would have come. But either way, you're right, Tim. She is extremely attractive, and she's in Madrid, and she's lonely, and it would be very quick and easy for someone to use the night winds to swoop down and grab her.
Night wind.
But buyer beware. Like I said, it's like a Goosebumps. Like, buyer beware. Oh. It's like the Mask. Remember that movie, The Mask?
Yeah,
and they're like, don't buy it.
Speaking of which, Cameron Diaz in The Mask, same thing. Like, Jesus, God, how do you say? What are you gonna do?
Listen, in Jim Carrey, when he's talking about Jim Carrey, The Mask, when she leans back and crosses her legs, God damn it, rewind, break the tape, rewind.
Give that hawk. Fucking God, dude, it's rough. It's hard out here for a man. It's hard, you know. Some things are hard to say no to.
Sorry,
love you.
Don't worry. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, buddy. Dan Torres says Devin Sawa was great in Wild America. I love that film. Did you ever see that?
I'd rather not watch gay porn when I'm on the phone.
Is this about Seattle?
No, I told you I would never talk about Seattle again. No, I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either, but Night of the Twisters, dude. Night of the Twisters, Devin Sawa, fucking classic.
You know, he was great in that movie. Wasn't he like an artist? It was a horror movie. And it was like a devil. It was the devil.
No, you're thinking of Ethan Embry and the Devil's Candy. But I get where your brain went.
Yeah.
But you're thinking of Ethan. Dude, Night of the Twisters with Devin Sawa, fucking awesome.
Final Destination. That's it.
Awesome movie. Obviously, yeah. Dale Torres says, y'all remember Whitewater Summer with Kevin Bacon and Sean Austin? Kevin Bacon snaps low-key old gem of a movie. Remember watching it with my older brother.
Dude. No, that sounds really interesting. I would actually like.
Dude, I didn't
Whitewater Summer.
Whitewater Summer.
But it sounds cool.
This is
and I'm assuming Sean Astin is like, he's still young looking, like he was from the Goonies.
Hold 100%. On for the wildest ride of your life.
Holy shit.
He beat Kevin down Cherry Hill.
Yeah, listen, this picture right here, this is what my face looked like when I fell out. I shit my pants. I look just like that. Like, that's exactly, I was like, is that a turd? It was.
Dude, Kevin Bacon's been in some fucking classics, man.
Kevin Bacon's Twilight years should be spent as Freddy Krueger, but we'll never.
The River Wilds, awesome Kevin Bacon movie as well. Super underrated, Daniel. Super underrated.
Thank you, Daniel.
For sure. You know what's fucking wild, dude, is that we're gonna fucking go. We're gonna go. We're gonna get out of here.
And by the way, for Gary, I'm gonna stay here till the last fucking second. No hangover to be had. I'm not running away from anything. Come over here with your Euro dollars.
My Busch Light is feeling light. Oh fuck! I dropped it, but good thing it was empty. I got a little bit of Busch Light.
But don't worry, you got more Busch Light in the garage.
It's true. It's true. That's where I'm going right now.
I literally got I got 2 more tall boys left to go, y'all, with applesauce. And guess what's gonna happen? America. I'm gonna wake my wife up, be like, "Wake up! Talk to me.
Wake up!"
And then she's gonna be like, "Jesus Christ, baby, I gotta work tomorrow." I'm like, your job sucks.
Hey, this has been an all-timer fucking stream, man. You guys are so kind to us. We appreciate you guys so much. Didn't even have a fucking topic tonight, and you guys kept us going for 3 hours and almost 45 minutes.
3 hours and 37 fucking minutes, y'all.
We're like a couple fucking pieces of shit. Thanks for being our friends. We love you guys so fucking much, and we'll see you guys soon. The next Patreon stream is next Saturday night, not this Saturday night, but we'll have a stream in between. We love you guys so much. Good night.
Where you at, Gary?
Are
you still here, Gary? Or did you run away? I knew it. Yeah, suck that dick. Oh my god. That looked like the turd that went in my pants.